It says you recapping.
That it is. Last time on Quarrels and Quadruin, the team touches off in Salt Sea and attempts to gather information on the orc raids. Gadrin meets an old friend in the form of Kurtz, who informs him of his father's manic nature and wishes him luck on his quest to kill him. Not Lowry and Kai run into the least helpful guards in the history of Quadruin, and yeah, but but their search is cut short by the arrival of the very king of Mistroke, who vaporizes an Athenian on sight, sends the other with a message, and then pleasant has a pleasant conversation with the guard captain. At, at this, the mostly lawless party decides to cut their losses and head north to the Sea of Winterfall, to the port town of Winterfall, where at the market, Kai and Nor gather. Kai and Nor gather. Kai and Nor acquire new tailors and outfits, while Gadrin and Lowry encounter trauma. And now, having learned of some disappearances of magic users in the local area being taken at least to a forest, it could be the work of a dastardly conspiracy. Will they find it? Will they get lost in the forest? Will they have to jump ship to another campaign? Find out now on Quarrels of Quadruin.
we're actually sailing to the island that your characters from the other campaign are.
It's just like, screw Quadruin, we're going to the Spirit Island.
Yeah. But yeah, so were we just on the ship when we left off?
No, we were on our way to the forest.
Yeah, we went back and got Barnaby's
Cart.
carriage cart and hooked it up.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, how long's the trip to the forest?
Tom, I think that's your cue to unmute.
He didn't take the cue.
Scene. Tom entered.
I just realised I was muted.
How did you just realize?
It's happened to me now. I went away for a second to grab my notes, and then I turned around and fuck. So, like I was saying, the forest is only like a mile out of town, so it doesn't take long before you reach at least somewhat of an area where you assume they were taken. What would you like to do?
I suppose So are we in the forest now?
We're at the forest.
You're just at the very edge.
Okay. Can I check I should not be the one doing this, but can I check to see if I see any like trails or footprints or anything?
You can try, yeah.
Okay. Would that be investigation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we'll get the blind man to do the tracking for us.
My clever misdirection to keep Tom from saying perception worked.
Well, no, because you're actually looking for it, so that makes
Yeah.
investigation.
So 20 plus 2. 6.
You're still blind. No matter how intense you look, you are still blind.
Unfortunately, it appears that it rained fairly. So whatever tracks used to be here are now gone.
Makes sense.
Is this your revenge for Kai hiding the tracks under sand last time?
Why would I put to revenge? That's good playing.
I just noted the parallels of the situation.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, unfortunately, you don't see any tracks leading any particular direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, wait, was this a more forested or open area?
It's like the edge of the forest.
It's like right at the edge. There is a general path that leads into the forest, but no footprints.
Maybe we should try finding one of those, little clearings like we rescued Kai from.
Maybe. Wait, it's what was they said? It was one magic user and one non-magic user getting kidnapped each time.
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm. So, well, I'll just kind of look at the party somewhat nervously. We do have two magic users and two non-magic users.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll come to us.
Gadget just looks at Kai and then just sort of shrugs. Alright then.
Well, do you remember the kind of creatures they brought with them last time?
You mean other than the Chimera?
No, including the Chimera.
Yeah, Gadget's eyes light up for a
Metal,
second.
the metal snakes. That's what it was. The metal snakes, you mean?
Yes. Actually, I do wonder, would maybe, perhaps fire would be an effective weapon against them.
Yeah, Gadget.
And unlike the Athenian forests, I don't particularly care for this one.
Yeah, Gadget. Yeah, Gadget just sort of looks at Kai and Kai says, "Why go to so much effort when we could just cut him in half?"
Well, you can't always cut a creature in half, unfortunately.
Never reason not to try.
I suppose.
Can't exactly burn them all either.
No, but the metallic ones you might have a better chance of burning.
Somewhere in the distance, a dragon laughs.
Well,
Careful. I'll make it canon.
Oh God!
I suppose either way we can go ahead and just kind of scout the area. Worst case scenario, they find us. Best case scenario, we find them.
I like the sound of that. And yeah, I guess I'll start moving to go into the forest.
Well, we're in the cart, so we can just have the cart move forward.
Oh yeah.
And if we
That-
take the
that
trail,
also
we'd
works.
definitely be more in the open. But it is a smoother ride.
Indeed. Yeah, I'll probably I'll stay in the car.
Alright. Well,
And
let's ride then.
I'm just gonna be on alert for for whenever.
Yeah, I
I
will.
think that everyone will.
I will be as on alert as Kai can possibly be.
Which is, at the moment is about 9.
Yeah.
Past the perception.
I'm feeling about 11 in my awareness.
Well, see, I'm more of a 13 myself.
Just for Lowry's feeling a 13 as well. Let me just have another check.
This party has low wisdom, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I mean, we found out that the other party has like no strength, so
Yeah.
Yeah, there will always be one stat that everyone dumped for.
yeah, it's the rules.
Yep.
I just can't wait for the Constitution dump stat playthrough.
Yes, Rocket Tag D&D.
Not to get too off topic, but I have told you guys about the party where with a rogue who has a 3 constitution, haven't I?
I think you did, yeah.
Sorry, you cut out there. What did you?
He
I have told you guys about the party where the rogue has a constitution of 3.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that.
Yeah, they have like I think it's I think it's something like 19 HP at level 7 or something.
That's disgusting.
The fact that that's comparable to Enni's HP at level 4 is concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. In any case, D&D.
Yeah.
So we begin our trek.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to probably be a bit more actively on alert than my passive alert.
All right. Roll for
Yeah,
perception then.
I'll do so too.
As will I.
Okay. Everyone roll perception.
We,
All right,
we did it
apparently I'm
ourselves.
less alert than my passive.
What?
We're actually
What?
less alert
How?
than our passive for Kai.
Right.
We seem to have ventured opposite land.
I mean, I guess Kai, you were the one that was kidnapped last time. You have a reason
Yeah,
to be
that's
more
true.
on edge.
As you guys are walking along, or trundling along, Nor, you're keeping an eye open. Gadrin, you two. Kai, you're looking forward when you suddenly feel something within your own mind. You don't know how to explain it, but there's a pulse within your own bloodstream. And something about it is telling you, look just a little to the left of where you are right now.
I will look a little to the left of where we are just now.
You can see within some thick bushes is a faint glow.
I'll kind of just point at it. What's that?
I look at it.
We look. What is it?
Right now you can't tell because it's within the bushes. You just see something is glowing, but it's hidden.
I'll kind of start reaching for my hand crossbow.
I'm gonna get out of the
First
cart
move.
and just get a closer look.
Yeah, I'll stay in the cart, but
Yeah,
slip my ring on and raise my hand to prepare some spells.
yeah. I'll get my crossbow in firing stance.
So you guys aren't actually going up. You guys, no one's actually going to it.
Now I'm going.
Gadrin.
Gadrin
Okay.
is the rest of us are waiting.
So Gadrin, how are you going to approach this bush?
I'm going to keep my right hand on my right sword, but otherwise walk slowly toward it.
Okay. You slowly tiptoe, and as you get a little closer, Gadrin, you do start to hear a very faint, shaky breathing.
Yeah, Gadrin lowers his stance a little bit and stops a little bit short of the bush and says, "Hello."
And right as you say that, you hear a gasp, and then a sneeze. And from out of the bush come several feathers.
Gadrin blinks. What kind of bush is this?
Slowly creeping out is a man. It seems to be just a normal human. Apart from the fact that he's still got a couple of feathers stuck to his face. They are falling out, but there's still a couple that are being a little stubborn, and he's trying to pluck them out.
What do you say?
I was just, he didn't say anything. You can say.
Do you need help with that?
He goes, You're You're not with them, are you?
If we're talking about the people who are kidnapping magic people, no. We're actually trying to find them to maybe stop them.
He's looking back and forth and going, they could be anywhere. They could honestly be anywhere. They know their own version of magic. They have more control. But me, I didn't know. I need help. Kai, at that moment, from somewhere nearby, you can feel a cold air,
Okay.
and you can look.
I'll look over in the direction I think I feel it from.
There is a very faint shimmer that's very close to Gadron. And while Gadron, you can't see it, Kai, you see a little bit of frost gathering just in front of that shimmer.
I'll just shout, Gadrin, there's someone there. Get back. They're invisible.
Yeah, Gadget looks at Kai. Alright. Hey, you mind ducking for a second? Yeah, talking to the feather guy.
Yep.
And then going to swing my sword in an arc around me, see if it hits anything.
Okay.
As Gadrin does this, I'll cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Just
You
follow
get
it.
up, and Gadron, roll to attack with disadvantage.
Okay. $14.
That just barely misses, unfortunately. You can feel it. You hear your sword clang off of some sort of arcane armor, very similar to what Kai does. And that moment,
Oh, Tom.
Ah.
It happened.
okay, roll D100.
So I've
Potted
I don't know my
plant,
book on it.
come on.
7.
World magic. It's not the.
So all damage
it's
for
not...
the next minute. Good timing.
Wait, what?
Wait, what's it do?
Resistance to all damage
Let's
for
go.
a minute.
Whoa! Kai is a tank!
Okay. Speaking of tanking, Gadron, I need you to roll me a deck save.
Oh boy, my favorite.
I know.
9.
9. That is going to be a fail. So with that said,
That was a worrying amount of dice you just rolled.
I was about to say,
No,
that's
I was
like
just
a
gonna-
lot of dice.
I was just getting them out the bag. Calm down.
Harkening back to earlier, you always find a way to get around the no dying thing. You don't die. Hey, let's see you survive 30d6 of frost damage.
But see, the gig is, I survived that. It's the 1d8 of bludgeoning damage that happens afterwards that kills.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
1d6 sandstorm over time damage.
I'm just taking cues from Pokemon.
It's you kill the sturdy guy by hail.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Gadron, as you swing, you miss, and out of the invisibility comes a man in a white coat that just kind of smirks at you and blasts you with an enormous cone of cold.
I was gonna say I know what spell this is and I don't like it.
You take 31 points of cold damage.
31, huh?
Yes.
That's more than half my HP.
You are a tank.
Does this blow me back a physical distance, or?
Was
Oh wait, hold on. I realized I made a mistake. It's not safe.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's I misread
Save.
that on my end. My apologies.
Yeah, wait, so what was not a deck save?
The spell save is supposed to be supposed to be a con save, which you're actually better in.
So okay, so,
So
given the 10 I rolled, that's instead that would instead be +7, so that would leave me with 17.
yeah, that would succeed. So okay, so it's not actually 31. It is actually 16 points of cold damage.
So instead of so that is instead a little more than a quarter of my HP.
Yeah.
that's
Still
more
pretty-
than half mine still.
Gadrin is a fucking tank.
And hey, that leaves me with 42 HP. It is the answer to everything.
Yeah. At that moment, you are able to just barely brace yourself as the cold wind, which is a major contrast for the usual hot dew, just slams into you. As the mage goes, as he snaps his fingers, as three other much younger looking mages appear, and goes, "I'm so sorry, but that man has business with us."
Huh. Or coincidence, we have business with you. Yeah,
He kinda
just
raised
acting
an eye-
acting like he's not even winded by the attack he just took.
He raised an eyebrow. I.
You cut out there.
Sorry, I was just saying. He's saying, "I don't believe we've met."
Gadrin extends the hand that's currently not holding a sword. Yeah, I'm Gadrin the Bloody.
His eyes raise as he takes a step back and readies himself. He orders his men into position. I'd like you to roll initiative.
All
Yep.
right. Seven.
19.
All right, nice.
23.
Jesus, wow. I'll roll for Nye while she's gone.
Yeah, he says he'll be back in 15.
I saw.
Yeah,
Don't
15
worry.
minutes.
I saw that.
Unfortunately, yeah, I'd offer to do the combat stuff, but I don't know how to play an artificer.
Okay, well I've got her sheet on me right now.
But
I
yeah.
can besides, knowing you guys, you'll probably be done before you even get a
Yeah,
chance.
I've got.
So-
I mean, I'm tanking right now.
Okay, so that's 16. So she's got a 16 in her initiative, which means the order will be.
So Gadrin really just scared somebody by offering a handshake.
It's more introducing his name that got him. In the short term, yes. Okay.
But for my money, I feel like it'd be more appropriate for the guy to start asking for autographs. No, I can't do it.
Okay.
Okay, here's the turn.
I
Well,
outspeed somebody.
do I even need to say the words?
Roll to attack.
Okay, so I think I'm going to uh kind of how do these are these guys wearing are they wearing the kind of armor I'm the mage armor?
Yes.
Okay. And what's that kind of
Oh wait,
arrangement at the moment?
wait. Only the head is. The others are
Okay.
not.
And what's that kind of arrangement?
Um, they're all in a triangle, just on the path in front of you, whereas the mage is very much the edge, just a couple feet ahead of Gadron. Not close enough to provoke any sort of opportunity attack, but
Okay.
far off.
Yeah. I will okay, in that case, I think I will probably target I'll target one of the not head mages,
Okay,
just
so one of the
one of the
apprentices.
apprentices,
Okay,
with the classic Chaos Bolt, just a level 1 for now.
all right,
22.
that hits. Jesus Christ, plus.
Oh, that jumps. Okay, so
Okay.
let me get the damage
Execute
table
Order
up so that you know what.
66.
Okay, so that is going to be poison damage, those sixes. And yeah, so to I'm going to leap it to one of the other apprentices.
Okay.
That's a 28 to
Think you find me? No, it hits.
hit.
You don't even need to
Okay.
ask.
So yeah, this is to apprentice 2.
Oh,
Okay. And we're going to go thunder damage for that.
classic.
So yeah, the first
So
one gets
recognizing
poisoned.
the, so recognize these, you're immediately in action because
Yeah.
your magic abilities were already sent into overdrive just in the present, and now you see the people who kidnapped you all those days ago. You immediately just snap your fingers, and two bolts immediately spray out of you. One of the one of them is just sent flying right into a tree after his eardrums have been blown up. And the other one just keels over and is unable to move for the rest of the fight as he's too busy throwing up.
Okay. Sounds good.
So Apprentice 1 and 2 are immediately taken out, which is not surprising. They have an absolutely pathetic amount of HP. I'm talking sub double digits.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, at least it was only one spell, so let's take them out.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, that is going to end
Okay.
my turn then.
Nor your go.
All right, I will make my attack on the head mage, and since he is yet to move, I have advantage.
That's true. Assassinate.
Easy. All right, let me see here. +7. 26.
Yep, that hits. And is it an auto crit?
Auto crit
If it was a surprise
if
attack.
they're surprised, it's an auto
Okay.
crit, so that
Okay,
wouldn't
so
apply
no.
here.
However, I think he's very much focused on Gadron. Is that correct?
Yes.
So
But
I'd be able
it's
to...
still not a crit though.
Oh no, I know. I was talking about for sneak attack.
Uh
Well, sneak attack just works if there's an ally
well you have
nearby.
advantage, so it's an auto sneak attack anyway.
Oh yeah, that's true.
20. All right. I believe that's going to be this plus. Yep. 18.
18. You managed to get him a little bit in the arm. It doesn't phase him too much though.
All right, I'm going to hop out the back side of the cart and hide.
Yeah. Roll stealth.
All right. Okay, so
Actually, wait, what am I saying? He does quite a lot of damage
oh,
to him. Uh, you'd be lucky you have a very high dexterity, very high stealth. What's his? Unfortunately, he still notices you. He sees you
Fair.
go behind the cart, and he just goes, "I'll deal with you in just a second." Now it's going to be Lowry's turn. So let me look at what her options are. Where else? There we go. No, where does she? Where does she keep her spells? Actually, two.
If it's on Shuffle, it'll be on the spell sheet.
Yeah, but there are some of her spells that don't really seem to be updated.
Right.
I'm not seeing Acid Arrow on here, even though she should have those. He
Yeah.
should. Well, yeah, she gets Lowry.
Lowry, yeah.
Let me just have a look at what weapon she's got. So weapons, she can have. Yep, she's going to go ahead and use a light crossbow.
Yep.
I will roll for her, and she's going to aim at the mage as well. She rolls a 19, so she's definitely going to hit. Which deals a 1d8 plus 2 plus 5. So she's going to deal 7 piercing damage. So yeah, he's looking pretty bad by this point.
It's just the head mage.
Yeah, for the head mage. But he's
Okay.
still up and running. Apprentice 3. Did he see did he see Null hide? That's 10. Yeah, he did. So he sees everyone is still on the cart except Gadgeon.
Yeah, I jumped off the
So
other side.
yeah, so he's going to do something a little sneaky, and it's going to cast
What did you say?
Burning Hands is what he's going to cast.
Okay.
No. Just
Burning
fuck that.
hands.
Yes, Burning Hands.
warm Gatron up after his boots.
Oh, we're gonna run up to the car and then immediately cast Burning Hands on the cart.
What? We just
So
got
so everyone's still on the cart, including Lowry. I need everyone to roll a Dex save.
I think that's literally just Lowry and Kai.
Yeah.
You're on your neck. You're touching the cart. I'd say you're still in range as well.
Have
I'm
a
gonna-
back up against it. All right. So what was the save you said?
15.
So wait, no, I did not say what the spell save was. The save. Okay, Kai, you succeed.
You say it was a dex save?
Yes. Okay, and Lowry is going to roll. Lowry's going to roll a natural 1.
Oh.
Well, luckily there's no crit fail on saves.
No. I only really use crit fail when it comes to attacking.
Yeah.
Well, you say that,
And-
but I'm pretty sure death saving throws has crit fails.
Oh, death
Okay,
saves
that's
do, yeah.
different. So, luckily I rolled pretty low. The guy's a bit of a shoddy shot by itself. But so Lowry is going to take 5 points of fire damage. Everyone else is going to take half of that. So that will round up to 3.
I really want to just go, you call that a spell?
Ooh.
But sadly I can't cast Fireball at the moment.
No.
If only.
Yeah, but that being said, the cart was not so lucky. And before you guys move on, I just realized I still need to
Well, Barnaby.
check what was there. Yes, Barnaby also needs to make the save.
Dang it. Okay, I still have his health written down. He's got 22 health.
Okay. What type of horse is he again? He's a draft horse, riding horse. What is he?
I don't think we ever talked about exactly.
I'd imagine draft horse if he's pulling a cart.
He is Barnaby, the horse.
Terrible.
Well,
horses
either
for
way,
5 years.
you will find that he is safe.
Ah.
He rolled successfully, so he only takes 3 damage.
Alright.
What happened to the cart?
Mm-hmm.
You call that an attempt to take our horse's life?
That's the nicest thing you've ever said about Barnaby.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's its turn. You used up a spell slot. But that being said, the cart is on fire now.
Yeah, I can. I should be able to put it. I should be able to douse it in 1 spell slot, but
But it's not.
I
your turn
probably
yet.
should have to wait for the fight to end for that.
We also have
Gadgeon.
that. We also have that wind fan. Yeah.
Oh, that's a wait. Wind doesn't necessarily put out fires, though.
We do we? Know
You just
that?
fan the flames, it turns into a wildfire.
Or worse, it just sends the cart flying away.
Yeah, my plan was just to use Molder, so to
Like rock around our.
well, just 5 cubic meters on dirt on top of a fire is going to douse the flames. There's no way I can keep burning.
Yeah, it's like when you throw sand on a campfire.
Yeah.
See what you mean.
But your
Anyway.
guys are in the cart. How are you gonna do that without
Yeah,
collapsing
that's-
on you too?
That's the problem.
It's just mud. Calm down. Gadgeon, it's your turn.
See, having seen the apprentice do this, frankly heinous action, Gadgeon's going to use his first attack to try and knock down the leader.
Okay.
15.
15. You almost get it, but at the very last second, he snaps his fingers and casts shield.
Oh, ripping off
So
my
she's
friend,
gonna
are
be
she?
geek.
How the turntables.
Uh-oh.
That is just that.
Let's
would-
see. Let's see how shield
let me
stands up to
let me
tides
see.
of
Let me
chaos.
look for the critical. Let me look for the chart that I use. So you're rolling that one. So roll a d100 for me.
61.
Hello.
Oh,
Ah,
Welcome.
we've arrived.
61.
Our cart's on fire.
Your next attack will have. Your next attack has disadvantage.
Ah, wonderful. Anyway,
What did I miss?
yeah,
we,
cart-
we're tracking the like majors who are kidnapping people, and we
nice.
got into a fight with them, and they set the cart on fire.
I feel like Noel's message in the memes channel has told me everything I need to know about how this fight is going.
Actually, that turned out to be a mistake.
Oh, okay.
It was half.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and it was only Gadrin who took that.
yeah, that was Cone of Cold.
The only thing the rest of us have taken is the like very little damage from the fire on the cart.
How about a 19?
That. Let me see how much. Oh wait, no, he can't do that because he's already used his reaction. Never mind.
Shield. I hate to help the enemy, but shield stays up till the end of the turn.
Oh,
or no, the start of his next turn. So yeah.
that's a good point. Actually, I forgot about that.
But
Good on you for
does it help him?
playing fairly.
I hate
as
to
a matter
help
of
the
fact,
enemy,
it
but
does help.
I do this way too much. So.
As the resident shield user of this party, I would have you know that it's only to the end of his
The
turn.
rules lawyer is supposed to help the party, not the DM.
It can be both. You've already dealt so much damage for the party anyway.
You're supposed to destroy the balance, not.
You're supposed to destroy the enemy NPCs, not join them.
Oh gosh. But did
So, to answer your question, it also bonks.
oh this is just a whole mess, isn't it? It'd be a shame if I actually
It'll be fine. We'll see. If he survives
You're gonna
this,
action
we'll see how he
search?
does.
Yep, I'm action surging.
I see it made you mad.
If he survives this, we'll see how he does against advantage on.
That hits.
Alright. To vent from my frustration, I'm going to use an Octahedron of Dominance to make it a spooky attack.
Okay.
That is 12 slashing.
Okay.
And that would be a DC of
And
15.
remind me.
Wisdom save of DC 15, otherwise he is frightened and thus has disadvantage on everything and cannot move closer to me.
Okay. Oh shit! He rolled a natural 1. He was getting very, very cocky about that, and then suddenly you find a chink, and you actually manages to deal a card, and he's just like,
Alright,
and you still get a couple more attacks.
yep. Alright, now stay there and think about what you've done. And I switch targets to the other guy.
I'm not sure monster attacks can switch targets.
Well, this would be the bonus attack from my offhand.
No, but you action searched, so you used to reuse 2 attacks. So you still got a second attack to go before you use the bonus action.
I've been rules alert, have I? Alright, fine. I'll deal with this problem now.
That
Alright,
dings just gently pat him on the blade.
The rules lawyering helped you, Rick. It gave you an extra attack.
yeah, that's a whole lot of help.
So is that okay? So okay, that last roll is a bonus. It's your bonus action against the apprentice. You said.
Yeah. Yes. Let's
That last one there.
Yes.
Okay. So as you walk over to the apprentice, so keep in mind that you are in range of an opportunity. It spells that way, but he is still going to try and hit you with a little dagger. I'm going to assume a 9 will miss.
Well.
So
yeah.
he tries to like just and he has a disadvantage anyway. I need a roll it. Okay, well that was okay. Yeah, no, he misses you.
So basically I just knock it down. All right, think about what you've done.
He's just like waving it, like he's like trying to swat a fly in a way. He's just like, go away, go away. Basically, what I'm like whenever a wasp is nearby. There's no.
To be fair, wasps are bad.
I fucking hate wasps.
Yeah,
But D&D.
but
So yeah, okay. So that one is. So is that going to hit the apprentice wizard? He's going to cast shield as well. On the downside, he is now out of spell slots, so he won't be doing it again.
Yeah, Gadget just gives the appraisal like, you guys gotta stop copying Kai.
We've been studying this for years. What are you? Shakes it. So the mage, seeing that, he knows that you're a bit of a threat, and then wonders if he can attack his friends. I'm going to need you guys to roll a dex save again.
All of us.
Lowry, Kai, and Nor.
So he's trying to take out the side people.
Yeah.
The side host.
Strength in numbers and all that.
Dodge. Dive and dodge.
Wow, nice.
And don't forget to roll for
Not
Barnaby.
so nice.
Yeah, I'll roll for
What
Barnaby.
spells are you using?
You'll find out in a moment.
I mean, I think I can. I know the mage stat block. I can make an assumption.
You're probably assuming correctly. Let's see here. Lowry, you need to roll a save as well. Oh, you did.
I did, yeah. I got twin.
Never mind. You went high, rolled well. So let's see here. So everyone take maximum damage is 35 points of fire damage.
Oh wow, that would have taken me out. Good thing I have resistance to all damage.
Oh, that's right.
Now that's before being halved, right?
Yes, that is before halving. That is maximum 35.
Matt, you also have uncanny dodge, don't you?
I was gonna say I can use. Can I use
Yeah.
uncanny dodge here?
No, that's only for melee attacks.
Is it?
This is a spell.
Did you just cast Fireball at our cart?
Yes.
It
Alright,
doesn't.
hold on.
It doesn't. I don't think it's only for melee.
It is. I've checked. Because dex save spells, that's evasion.
Right.
Also, wait. So if you Fireballed the cart, I'm currently standing next to it and the mage that used Burning Hands on it, aren't I?
The mage wasn't quite that close
Ah.
to it. So it was just the three that were like on, or in Noah's case, back to the cart.
All right, I've
So
done the math. So
35,
18
35,
damage.
yeah, 18.
Okay. By the way, in case you're wondering, Barnaby succeeded the save.
Nice.
Barely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He literally rolled 14. In fact, I didn't even see what his dex score is.
So
Barnaby's holding on still.
Okay, no, it is a 0. So yes, he is alive.
my turn then, right?
Yes. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Yeah. By the way, I will say, the cart's blown up by now for sure.
I
Yeah.
figured.
Man,
But
we
yeah,
spent
I'll
so
just-
much money into that.
Just kind of like
you did.
grimacing an annoyance at my now charred robes. I'll just.
Oh yeah, you got brand
Yeah,
new.
I just got those.
I just paid for those.
I would kind of like look at him and just go, "Hey, it's my trick." And I will. I'm going to attack him with Chaos Bolt, and I'm also going to burn my Tides of Chaos on this to get advantage on the attack.
Ooh, okay.
You trying to
See if
pierce
his
that-
shield's going to help you now, motherfucker. Oh, actually, that's not too great, so it could still.
As a matter of
Actually,
fact,
wait. Could I? Oh, hold on. Is it? Wait, did it hit?
it did not hit. Your shield
Okay.
just
In
barely
that
saved him.
case, could I? Could I burn? Wait, hold on. I need to. Hold on. I need to check on an ability.
It's a Kai mirror match. Is this what it's like to fight Kai?
My headphones came unplugged.
Can you overcome yourself?
But yeah. Somebody, if anyone has access to the player handbook right now, could you check whether Bend Luck works on other creatures and not just you?
Well, I got Wikidot, so.
Oh no, it's when another creature you can see makes an attack roll. Okay, so yeah, nothing I can do there then.
Okay. Yeah.
So
No.
the
It
chaos
just.
magic got dissipated by that shield.
Yeah. Just. He looks at you and just. Once again, that annoyingly confident, smarmy laughter.
Well, he's still frightened of me though. So
Matt, don't you fucking dare!
Okay, yeah, that's going to end my turn then. Oh, hold on, wait. There's one more dice roll I need to make.
Yeah, you got to roll the. And next next time you cast a spell, it's guaranteed. So
Yes.
everyone, hold on to your butts.
boy.
If I get the resistance one again, do I get double resistance?
Interesting
I
question.
think the time just
No.
adds together at that point.
Yeah, probably.
Probably actually. Although, what are the chances of you getting it again?
This is
One in
1 in
1 in 100.
No, 1 in 50 because it's 2 numbers to each effect.
So in 50.
Ah.
Yeah, but to get it twice in a row, you got to double that. So it's 50
That's true.
times. So it's
But to get
50.
it,
So 50
yeah.
times. So 50 times 50 is
So 1 in 2,500. But if it's getting again from
it's
this
1 in
scenario
200.
we're in now, where I already have it, it's
I mean, that
Yeah.
the doubling thing is debatable because each roll itself is its own entity, so the odds don't really change. It would still be a 1 in
Yeah.
50 of getting it again.
That is true.
Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done with my statistics papers. I never
Yeah.
need to do this
Okay,
again.
no, your turn. Your turn. So
All
you are
right.
no longer in hiding because your hiding has gone boom.
Question: Can I now that there's a billowing fire? Can I
What is your question?
try and hide using that?
Using the what?
the fire.
The fact that there's now a roaring fire in the explosion, the distraction in general.
No, it
for
just
trying to
went.
cover.
It just went boom, and the cart just exploded. There isn't much of a remaining fire. It was just a single bang, and the fire lasted for a brief second. But there's nothing like left remaining. What is left is like a couple of like very tiny flames from.
And a very soot-covered horse.
Can I try to hide using Barnaby as cover?
Um,
You say I treat
Barnaby is
Barnaby
pretty
badly.
shaky, so I'm going. So you can try, but I'm going to give you disadvantage.
Alright. It would have been a natural 20, dang.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, disadvantage. You're hiding behind a very stressed horse.
Okay.
Okay, does he see you? The mage doesn't see you.
Yes.
Rolled a 9. The apprentice rolled a natural 20.
He sees all of us.
He's because he's at a better angle. He's more like right in front. So you've kind of like climbed on it in a weird way. So you're sort of hanging on to the side of Barnaby, like your arms are sort of around his neck, but not entirely, so he can't see you. But because of the angle he is, so you just arch your head upwards, and you're able to see that the apprentice is just staring at you like, what the fuck is he trying to do?
Alright, while seeing the apprentice see me, I'm just like set my eyes back on the mage, steady my shot, and fire. Alright, and so now that I'm attacking from stealth, I have advantage, right? Against mage.
Yes, because he's not exactly expecting a crossbow attack from between a horse's balls.
Between implies there's like a gap, and I don't like that.
24.
I mean, anyone who's played Red Dead Redemption 2.
What?
Anyway, but let's stray away from the horse genitals topic.
Good point. Good
I
point.
like this idea.
Alright, I'm gonna. There's a 24 hit.
Yeah. Shield. Yes, I just said it does.
Okay. And then, 23.
How do you want to do this?
Alright. I kind of peek up and just kind of, pat Barnaby and be like, shh, it's alright, boy. And kind of use him to steady my shot here. Take aim, just don't hit my horse. And just shoot him. And, just square in the throat there.
The smug look for the second time in the fight is just wiped up. He lifts his hand up one more time to cast a fireball, but it just flickers slightly as he collapses. He's not getting up from that.
He ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
I get that reference.
Thank you.
So, that done, Lowry, your turn.
Okay. First things first, I'm going to use light crossbow on. Is the apprentice that's left?
Yep, there's one apprentice
Okay.
left.
That is 19.
That'll hit.
Okay.
He doesn't get mage armor.
1d8 plus 5. And then so that is 8 damage.
Yeah.
Um,
That takes him out.
oh, okay.
How lethal would you want this attack to be?
Not lethal,
Okay,
ideally.
so you're able to just knock him down.
Yeah, maybe through his knee or something.
Yeah, through. That took an arrow to the knee. Okay.
Well, there goes his adventure.
Yeah, that
prospects.
works again.
Yeah. All right. He falls over, and he is now just. His mind is no longer focused on spelling. He is just screaming in pain.
Nice.
Oh man up! Oh man up, you big baby!
Yeah, bro.
So there's Tom. There's no point trying to save the cart, is there?
It's
What
gone.
cart?
This
There's like a bit of woods and
okay.
some spokes left.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna try and put out the fire then.
No. I mean, the first attack may have had a chance, but that one, there's just an explosion. I mean, that's the
Yeah.
same spell that blew up a merchant ship. I don't think a simple cart has enough.
Mass. Yeah. What kills me is that probably could have been prevented if this man didn't have a 23 armor class or something to that effect.
So it was a flat 20 if you include mage armor and shield.
So why didn't
Right.
why didn't that 20 that Kai made from earlier hit him?
Yeah.
Uh, 15. Oh shit! I miscalculated.
They're still alive.
No, they were meant to die. They were meant to die
earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know. Nothing got expended in like actually killing them.
Yeah, it just meant I got to have a go.
And this guy probably got to survive.
The mage got that, and then the apprentice was it was maximum 15.
Hmm.
He hit him with only 12, so he survived. And with that fight done, I'm going to start moving my stuff downstairs. So,
Oh, that's
Okay.
perfect timing. I have to go get something out of the oven. So
perfect. See you guys in a bit.
See you in a bit. I find it interesting how after how well I rolled as Gearbox yesterday, I only hit one attack all fight.
Yeah. It's
Thomas finally found a way to neuter Gadrin's damage output.
this is shield. Yeah, I'm sad I didn't have the I can't use bend luck on my own attacks because that would have been so cool if like it's like you miss by one and you're just like no I didn't.
Yeah, you see, if you wanted to do that, you should have picked a divination wizard.
Yeah, divination was a tough one. I think I played one once before, but I kept forget because you're meant to roll at like the start of a day to get what rolls you can replace things with, but I just kept forgetting to do that.
Wap wap wah.
Oh yeah, I should in this downtime I should actually grab my player's handbook for when I need to reference things.
Yes, you do that. I have discovered something interesting.
What?
What have you discovered?
When I'm recording when I'm recording with OBS, I cannot change my settings on Discord.
Hmm.
Apparently,
Is that because of the streamer mode thing?
yep, it helps.
Yeah, I think I always turn that off because
I usually leave it on because it has the side benefit of turning off the notification sound, so I'm not.
yeah, I don't use the notification sound anyway. I don't understand how people can who are in like server if you're in a server where messages get sent all the time, I don't understand how anyone can use notification sounds.
You mute it. Mute the sub.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but like sometimes you want to. I have servers where like I want the white bar, but I don't want like a noise every time a message is sent.
Okay, fair enough. I watched this film today called. Have you guys seen Inside by Bo Burnham?
I have not.
No.
It is very good.
Not sure.
He's like a musical comedian, but he did a series where he basically just over quarantine, he just kind of locked himself in a house and filmed himself for like a year and a
Right.
half. It's very good.
Interesting.
Oop, I'll be right back again.
Okay.
Okay.
The silence is deafening.
Yeah, I'm. It is not great. Ah,
Oh yeah, by the way, no, I found a few cool looking games on the Steam festival.
were they
I
the
think
ones you sent me?
I found a few more after that.
Oh, nice.
I like the second one I sent you a lot. That was just
Was that the funny one? Oh, where's it
yes.
from? Hi, kid. You good?
Yeah.
Have you seen my photo? No. Very nice. Sorry, that was my
Yeah,
brother.
You're
but
fine.
yeah, it's that one is just it's been a while since I've seen a trailer that funny.
Unmetal.
Yeah.
I'll watch
Wait,
it now.
unmetal?
Yeah.
Unmetal.
It's
It's
a
like metal,
game,
but
yeah,
un.
not metal. I'll try and get the trailer.
I'm watching the trailer right now.
Julie's an interesting experience hearing my mother watching a NASCAR race in the background.
Wait,
Yeah,
pardon what?
I've heard I've put the game in D&D discussion.
Wait, what did you say, Spencer? I didn't hear you.
It's truly as an experience listening to my mother watching a NASCAR race in the background.
In
I can
1972,
imagine. My
a
house,
crack
like the walls
commando
are fine, but for
threw
some
me
reason,
in a prison
like
for a
sound just
crime
goes through
I
like they're
didn't
not there.
commit.
You're under
I hear
arrest for a
everything.
crime you didn't commit!
I'm back.
Yo, welcome back.
I'm watching an unmetal trailer.
Hey, a coin!
I like that trailer a lot.
Hey, buddy, I have no paper.
Here you are.
You saved my ass, literally.
George, did you ever watch the Elden Ring
You
stuff?
stole a wild
I've watched the
This turned
trailer,
out to be
yeah.
handy to create a lethal weapon. What were you gonna shoot?
It does look
Pebbles?
really cool.
Depleted uranium.
I'd never heard about it.
Yeah, I've heard of it just because of all of the like kinship between the Hollow Knight community and the Elden Ring community, awaiting a game that's never going to come out. But now theirs is, and ours still isn't.
The sewer was infested with assassin rats. Felt like I was a huge chunk of cheese.
Yeah, I'll get some more
I'm sorry,
games.
assassin
Who's there?
rats?
Damn cat.
I just. What are they chasing? Are they chasing like a massive piece of cheese?
Yeah, it's because he says at that point, like, I feel like a piece of
It's
a
kill
giant piece
or
of
be
cheese.
killed.
The one like game that has been stuck in my head recently is Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion. I posted it on a few servers. It looks amazing.
I saw that. Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
Turnip Boy
Turnip
commits tax
Boy
evasion.
commits tax evasion.
I mean, I heard the title, but what?
wait. I put a screenshot of it. It looks amazing. It's about a turnip boy who commits tax evasion. There's not much else to. There's not much else to get.
What the heck kind of game can you make out of that?
I don't know.
Probably a really good one.
In the hit
Oh.
sequel to Yoshi Commits Tax Evasion.
Maybe there's a Yoshi skin in it.
Maybe.
I
No words can be said to describe the emotion this image makes me feel.
It's making me feel something. I'm not sure it's an emotion.
What is it, man?
I don't
Fear.
know. That's a
Unbridled
problem.
fear. Oh.
Yeah, here's all the stuff I've downloaded from this demos fest. You've mentioned a couple of these, but yeah, that's
Glimmer and Mirror, Unsighted, Industria,
the others.
Greek, Memories of Azure.
Can you send me those? Can you send me that image? In DMs and all.
Yeah, they don't all look too great, but I was just like, any that I was like, yeah, this looks nice enough that I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I was just
Fair enough.
I ended up downloading them, and yeah, if I don't get to them all, you know,
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
fine,
Hi, Tom.
yeah. But,
And I'm back.
no.
Ah, good. We thought you died.
Nah, it's
We
fine. It's
did.
just, I closed my computer.
We found another deck of many things.
Oh dear.
What do you mean another one?
It's actually the deck of even more things.
It has a card
It's like it's the expansion pack that they put out.
This card
A
tells you
a
about
deck
life.
A deck of so many things.
You weren't here for the time that happened,
Deck of too
were
many
you? Basically, there was one time Tom had to leave suddenly, so I was like, okay, I'll take over running the session, and then I was like, okay, so you pick up a deck off the ground. It's a deck of many things. What do you do?
I know when you said deck of too many things there, Nye, all it makes me think is like you pull one card and then they just don't stop shooting out.
No, there's too many of them. How do I stop?
The effects, of course, all still counting as you having pulled that card.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
That would be awful.
Just several times over.
You know, I had this concept for what to do with a deck of many things if I were to theoretically run it. Like I'd have it be like this, like part of the judicial system. What, like your sentence, regardless of the crime, is draw something from the deck of many things. If you live, then the gods wanted you to live. If you pull a bad card, that was like it's basically equivalent to passing judgment onto God.
That sounds like a terrible judicial system, but I'm a fan.
Anyway, D&D.
Yep. Okay.
So
yeah,
you've defeated these little mages.
Killed
One
3
very
of them
big mage.
and killed the crew of another.
Cat's one. So the guy who was in the bush earlier, he is very grateful. He goes, thank you. They were all after me. He kind of looks around. What? Where am I?
You're on the forest just outside Winterfall.
Winterfall? Where is Winterfall?
Yeah, it's a port
Are
city.
you-
It's a port city north of Saltsea.
Do you not know what country you're in?
Well, yes. If you say that, I'm in a stroke. But that's so far.
Where are you from?
I'm normally from Swordbreak, but
What's Swordbreak?
that's on the other side of the continent. Pretty much, it's right in the middle of the eastern side.
Like the eastern side of Mistroke. That's where
Yeah.
Swordbreak is.
Yes, that is.
And how do you plan to? And how did you get here? I suppose is the first question.
it's all such a blur, but there I was just doing my job. I'm a corn farmer, you see, and well, doing that in Swordbreak is a little hard, but I mean, what's life without a bit of challenge? But at some point, there were these people who walked over to me. And I asked them what they wanted, and they just kept going, and eventually, I just found myself falling asleep, and then I woke up in the middle of some dank prison of some sort, and they brought me into this room and had several, I don't know, so these sort of like spines or needles just stabbed into my arms and legs and brain, and
Your brain?
they just injected me with. I mean, so I don't know how I survived myself, but they just injected me with something, and now I just been feeling so strange.
Okay, well, follow-up question. Do you, or did you, prior to all this, possess any magical abilities?
No, no, nothing.
What
I was
about
just
what about now?
well, I mean, while I was on the way here, as I was just before I hid because I heard someone, which happens to be you. I all I did was just I felt this strange energy, and then the next thing I knew, I had a beard made of feathers.
Gadrin.
I'll kind of just look at him, and I'll kind of say, okay. I'll kind of mimic. I'll try and go with the most basic spell I know. I'll just mimic the like motion, the like kind of gestures and the arcane words I say, and conjure up a small ball of light and say, "Do exactly as I'm doing here." And yeah, I will cast light and just make a small ball of light in my hands to show him.
I don't know if I can.
Just do it. If you don't have magical abilities, nothing will happen.
Uh, okay.
And yeah, I'll just kind of slowly go through the hand movement and repeat the arcane word.
Okay. He begins to follow along with you, and as he says those words, for a split second, nothing seems to happen. And then all his hair just falls out.
I'll just kind of.
What?
Oh,
What
well,
What kind of a spell did you make him cast?
I made him this one, and I'll just cast it again and just produce the ball of light. But that, to me, that looks like a side effect.
Just side effect? What? I
It's
don't know what's going on.
It's something that's occasionally happened to me when casting a spell. I've, you know, burst into flames on one occasion, and it just has all manner of unpredictable effects. But what I don't know is why you're getting the effects without the spell.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to have this sort of thing. I wasn't born with with this, but
I'll kind of grin at him. Neither was I. Well, as far as I know, anyway.
what?
I, yeah, I one day simply was acting a part in a play, and the next thing I knew, a fireball had come from my hand. I don't know how it happened, but it did. And but for you, what makes me curious is the spells. You're not getting the effects of the spells themselves. You're just getting these errors in the magic.
No, I don't know, but I mean, I'm trying to think. Yes, I remember this was some things happened before. There was a point where something happened, something exploded, and these bolts of lightning just came out and tried some of the wizards working there, and they said there was, I don't know, they said something gone on with the experiment.
Was there was there anyone else in there with you?
Uh, there were,
Any other prisoners specifically?
well, when I initially remember, uh, there were some people uh, next to me while I was before I gained the spells, and then afterwards, after having stuff, after all that stuff jabbed into me, I woke up in I woke up in some sort of. Wait, what day is it?
What day is it, Tom?
You have not asked us to keep track of the calendar.
No, I have not even thought of a calendar. That's one part of the world building I forgot. I neglected.
Gadrid looks at this guy. Wednesday.
Wednesday. Wednesday of what? At that point,
It's like
it's around.
June,
It's
right?
late June. It's late June.
Yeah,
Nearly July.
June.
His eyes just widen. June.
When were you kidnapped?
I. It was in. It was around September. Oh God.
I'll kind of just look
What?
at the others.
Oh God. Oh God. What? My wife. Where is she? Is my wife okay?
Look, calm down.
We
Okay.
don't know, but
Hmm.
I'll turn to the rest of the party. I have a theory about what might be going on here, and since you so graciously reminded me, Tom, I think I'm now going to pull out that note from the last place. And
Okay.
yeah,
Is this
I'm just going to.
Hmm.
It's DM approved metagaming.
Okay.
But yeah, and yeah, I'll read through that.
Yeah, I'm going to look over his shoulder, forgetting for a moment that I can't read common.
You just look
You
over
just
and
can't read in general.
You stare for a while and you're just like, ah yes, words.
What are those strange scribbles?
It's some kind of lexicon. I can't make it out.
Okay. So you read and you see the okay. So you're reading this with everyone. So I will
Yeah.
just read aloud. You look at the note
Yes.
and it says, it's fairly long but cut into various shorter paragraphs. Day 1. We have begun our experiments with infusing NMBs with magic, though our efforts so far have been futile. All subjects have been killed by the overexertion caused by the sudden influx of arcane power. The head director is furious. Day 30. At last, we have had our first successful magic transplant. Using magic mixed from dragon blood, fey magic, and ancient Underdark rituals, we have infused magical power into a recently captured human woman, Zoe Angelos. She will be heavily monitored for now to be sure that there are no side effects. Do you keep going?
Yes.
Day 150. We found out a few weeks ago that the subject was pregnant. We dismissed it at first, but closer study has revealed that the fetus has been absorbing her magic. Hypotheses indicate that this is why she survived when no one else did, as part of the magic infused into her was transferred to the child. We have sent word of our findings to the head director. I hope he finds these results pleasing. Day
Is that
100.
it?
Were you reading this out loud, George?
I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Gadrin looks at Kai. Your mom's not named Zoe, is it? Is she?
No, no one there.
Day 156. The head director has demanded us to keep finding new subjects, despite progress with Angelos and her child. Miss Tina Jutsen has been assigned to keep observing her. Her pregnancy has been
Wait.
advancing. Miss Tina Jutsen. Taina Joutsen. If you like afterwards, I can copy paste image to you after reading.
Yeah, it's that last name just concerns me a little.
Why?
I'll just kind of freeze as I read that.
You
Jutsen.
okay?
Jutsen is my last name.
What? Oh. Uh.
Also, Tom,
What?
just to make
Yes?
sure, that's not my mother's name, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No, you
What's
told me
your
your
It
mother's
was
mother's
it
name?
was it was it was close, but it's not.
Oh God, whoa.
My mother is named Tario Johnson.
Yeah, Talia, you said?
Taya. Tarja.
Talia.
What about
Taria. Yeah.
Yeah.
what
That
about
might
your
just be a
grandmother?
coincidence.
Uh, I did not come up with a name for my grandmother. I'll be
I
honest.
can tell you that no.
It's not a family relation I can recognize.
No.
Well, I suppose the other thing to find. What
Hmm.
are the dates on
Uh,
these logs?
Okay. You continue reading. Her pregnancy has been advancing at a rapid pace, far quicker than a standard human pregnancy. A possible side effect of the magic, perhaps. This requires more attention. Hopefully, this will grant me a higher stand with the head director. Day 200. The head director is pleased with our findings. A rare sight. He believes that the child is a step forward, with the idea that newborn fetuses can be infused with magic slowly over time. He has given our field agents new orders to find as many expecting women as well as magically gifted individuals. The director is convinced that we are about to make a breakthrough, and I agree. Soon we. And then it just abruptly stops.
Huh.
I'll close the
Is
book. Just a very dark expression on my face.
is there a date on those?
If there was, it appears to have been burnt off somehow.
Gadrin looks at Kai and just says, "Are you? Did? Huh?
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking darkly. Well, my theory is as such. These people who they were attempting to infuse with magic, they were experiencing these side effects. Say similar side effects to those I do sometimes when casting a spell. And the what they've been this person here, and I'll point to Featherbeard,
Mm-hmm. He doesn't
is
have a feather beard anymore. He's lost it since he sneezed.
No, that's his name.
He's like, please, my name is Ronald.
Well, he's experiencing only the side effects. My theory is that these are some old logs, and they managed to fully transfer the magic to non-magic bearers, which I assume is what NMB stands for. But since they were unable to, um, they've since they were unable to do so without side effects, they've started trying to transfer the side effects alone to others. So perhaps,
Gadget just looks at Kai. What are you saying?
well, I'm saying that perhaps this person here, Featherbeard, is experiencing these side effects for someone else when somebody else casts the spell.
I poor Ronald is very confused.
Is that possible? I've never heard of anything like that before.
Me neither, but
Maybe we should ask him.
neither had I heard of any of this before.
Yeah, Gadrin looks at him.
And I'll just indicate to the whole journal.
Maybe we should ask him about it. And I point to the unconscious apprentice.
Maybe. Though if the individual we encountered from last time is anything to go by, he won't have much. These people don't bestow their lower level workers with much information.
But
What do you
can
mean?
tell us where it came from.
What do you mean? Last time? Who are you people?
Gadrin sort of sits him up and just says,
Yeah, I'll lower my head down to his and just kind of ground, just someone with a score to settle with you.
yeah, not yet, Kai.
You can see Kai is like shaking with anger at this point.
He goes to look. What I can tell you is that guy there, he's your theory is it's off. He's not supposed to be any sort of scapegoat of any kind. He's already supposed to be dead by now.
Oh, that makes it a lot better, doesn't it? And at this point, Kai is just reaching into his pack for his knife.
It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Look, we can't afford to. And he just drops dead. He says, "Can't afford to have witnesses."
Gadrin. Gadrin just looks at him, picks him back up, and just says, "Well, if you're related to a group that we encountered who tried to kidnap him, we're already kind of witnesses, so you're a bit slacking."
I'll brandish my knife, just kind of not enough to draw blood, but enough to just cut into his clothing, yeah, and just go. Maybe we can't afford to have witnesses either.
Kai, no. I've already gone through this with Jameson, okay?
Look, I'll just look to Gadrin. If you treat these people as any more than as anything equal to human, I don't know what to think of you.
Gadrin levels the gaze at him. Look, there's a killing people, and then there's killing people with show a little provocation that they become useless to you. Gadrin then looks at the guy. So, where'd you come from?
I
still got the knife against him at this point.
At that point, he looks at you and goes, "I don't know where you got those notes, or how you're able to be so strong, but I'll die before I tell you anything."
Gadrin.
Okay, at this point, I'm going to bring the knife up from his heart and going to just put it to his shoulder.
Yeah,
and then I might just.
I'm gonna try to yank him away from the knife stab.
Are you twisting it into him?
Yes.
Okay, at that point, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna try to take it off Kai.
Yeah, and I'm trying to move the guy away from the knife.
Yeah. Kai,
He wants to die before he tells us anything. He can die.
Gadget. Hey, hang on now. Jameson and I know some ways.
And look, just because what was it you said earlier? You said something along the lines of if you see you can't see these people as anything other as like anything close to human. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but they are human, and they do.
They cast their humanity aside when they decide to partake in experiments like this. I'll kind of just throw the journal at Lowry.
I
Nor will kind of come up behind Kai and go down him. Putting people down like dogs doesn't make us much better.
People.
look. It's not as simple as you seem to think it is. These people may have been brainwashed. They may not have a choice. They may have been lied to, and they may just genuinely believe that they're doing this for the greater good or whatever. They don't deserve death. Let's just tie them up and take
Maybe.
them somewhere, put them in a prison. I don't.
How well did that work with the Bladed Vipers?
Gadrin just shoots Kai. Gadrin looks at Kai and just says, "Listen, I don't know how your people's prisons do things, but but where I do things, you don't kill them until they try to kill you. All right?
Well,
If they're fighting to the death, that's fine. But but we don't kill them until that point.
he was fighting to the death earlier. He set our cart on fire.
Yeah, but he's not fighting now, is he? Yeah, and I held up with that like him. Are you?
He looks up to you, at first seeming terrified, but then he cracks a smile. I need everyone to roll a dex save.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm going to bask in the I told you so. 11.
I got a 1.
Okay. Let me see here. So, oof, you guys didn't do all that well. So,
Hey, I had a
as
19.
he does that,
That's
he
all
puts his hand straight on the ground, and an eruption of flame appears. And so everyone except for Nor, you take 10 points of fire damage. Nor, you take 5.
I'm still above half HP. How interesting.
Oh, shut up.
But I didn't take any damage while I was.
You
Not
took
well.
you took 5.
5.
Can I reactively try and cut this dude's hands off?
Nope. Too late. He's already exploded.
Wait, he exploded.
Yeah, he took himself out with you.
Well,
Damn.
just
There's
himself.
now nothing but a charred corpse.
Yeah, Gadget just looks at the charred corpse that's now in his hands. Just drops it. Well, that answers our question.
I was kind of like,
That's a shame. There's.
I'll look down. I'll just look down at the corpse. Morlock spit you back out. Lord knows I won't be that quick.
Gadrin grabs Kai and turns him to face him and just says, Kai, you're acting like a bladed viper right now, alright?
I'm acting like a bladed viper to people who, well, I would say worse than bladed vipers.
Yeah, is that what you want to be in life? A bladed viper?
If it's to rid the world of them, then I think I can live with it.
And what happens when someone acts, when someone associates with the bladed vipers, and then someone associates with that person, and then when someone associates with that person, you end up becoming the bladed viper to everybody. This is not you.
I never said I'd take it that far, fighter.
You didn't say it, but you're dangerously close to it.
At that
All it
moment,
takes
Kai,
is
there's a
just-
very brief flash in your eyes as you see a quick vision of Prospax burning, and you hear a vision. You hear deep within your head. Remember my warnings.
I'll kind of seethe, but I will kind of drop the knife down.
Dropping it down as in like
Just kind of onto the ground.
As it clatters.
Yeah.
as in like you're kind of admitting defeat, or as in
Yeah.
as in you're stunned because of this vision.
No, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm admitting defeat. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
kind of put a hand on your shoulder, and there is a line that once you've crossed, you can't go back. We just want to make sure you don't cross that.
I will not respond.
Let's forget about this for now and get on with something else. I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, Gadrin lets go of Kai and turns to to the other guy. So, dude, which way were you running from?
Let me see. I remember there was somewhere over in that direction. He points into the trees just behind where he was originally hiding. Yeah, somewhere along that direction. Eventually, you come across a small mound, which is I believe it's blocked by a pretty large rock, but it's got a very small gap, which was small enough for me to squeeze through. But that's because it kind of points at itself, and you realize he's not really wearing much in terms of clothes, and he is emaciated. He is whatever they've been doing to him, they haven't been feeding him. That's for sure.
Ah, I'm sure we'll figure something out. Thanks for the help.
Thank you. Is there anywhere you said we're Winterfall, right?
Right. Well,
Which way?
yeah, I point from where we came. That way. Stay out of the tavern, though. Yeah, I've got a ship that's at the dock they can go to. We've got plenty of food there.
Is there anyone on that ship?
Yeah, you're gonna find a turtle named Franklin. He'll tell him Gadrin sent you.
All right, Gatrin. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Okay. And he scampers off as fast as he can, which isn't too fast because he doesn't have much leg mass to carry him, but there is enough determination to take him all the way to Winterfall safely. And as for you guys,
As for us guys, what?
what are you going to be doing?
I'm gonna look at the rest of the party. Well, if we're gonna be stopping these guys, I say we head in the direction he pointed.
I'm
What
already
time
going
is
to
it
head.
by
Yeah.
this point?
Okay. So you guys are immediately heading towards.
I'll kind of like cop a bit just on the soot from that last explosion. I'm in no real shape to be to be fighting.
Now I'll kind of just be over at Barnaby, just looking over. Yeah, I think all of us could do with the rest.
Tom, what time is it in game?
Let me see. So you guys, I'm trying to think. Did you guys take a long rest while you were at
Salty? No.
Chelsea?
No.
In that between time, I'm wondering.
I don't think
I'm
so.
trying to sail back. No, I suppose not. Let me see here. At this point, it is. trying to think what time it was when you got, because you guys arrived around the middle of the day, and you guys spent quite a bit of time in town shopping and being sexually harassed.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Wait, what? What did I?
You don't remember the tavern lady?
Oh yes, Oh yes, that was horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yep. At that point, sun's starting to set.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, raise a good point. Yeah, Gadrin then Gadrin grabs up one of the splintered pieces of the cart, jabs it into the side of the road next to the bush. Yeah, you point and sort of leans it in the direction he wants that they want to go. Well, we'll get this done in a moment. Let's head back to the ship.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
silently
That sounds like a good
start
idea.
heading in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep, to the ship.
Yep.
All right.
Off we go.
So, the journey's quite a bit slower since you don't have a cart this time. Barnaby's it's a little easier for Barnaby though because he doesn't have anything to pull. But on the other hand, he is still pretty
Battered.
still got a few black bits on his fur.
Yeah.
So, eventually, you guys do make it back into the town, onto the dock, and you make your way to the ship fairly quickly.
Yeah, Gadrin walks onto the deck and shouts to the Franklin, "So how was our guest doing?"
Franklin walks out and he goes, "If we're talking about the guy who just summoned a bunch of butterflies, I'd say he's doing all right.
Gadrin doesn't.
Not explaining what the hell's going on."
Well, he got attacked by a bunch of people who are putting magic from magic users into into non-magic people, and that guy's just a poor, unfortunate guy.
He goes, "Sounds like a survivor. And except from what he's told me, he's a rare exception to the rule. Apparently, the people there don't escape."
Gadrin points to Sky. Well, Car escaped.
I did.
That's true. But then again, we had you three. For it sounds like this guy doesn't have quite the same type of help.
Mm-hmm.
Not to
Gadrin,
mention, Kai was there how long?
About probably half a day.
Yeah, this guy for the sounds, he's been there for months. Got a lot of catching up to do. Especially when it comes to what happened in Prospects. Apparently he's kind of interested in that city. Thought about moving there. Still, in the meantime, I decided to put him a little bit of work. Help get some of his muscle back. As well as feed him a little bit. He's been telling me a few things about that place that y'all might want to hear.
Gadrin. All right, we need to rest ourselves. Yeah, as Gadrin makes a pointed look to the scorched Barnaby.
Yeah. Franklin just looks you up and down and goes, "Really? From what I can tell, y'all look fine and dandy.
Yeah,
Head on over to your beds. I'll make some dinner."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I'll do so without saying anything.
yeah. I'll just sort of head. Yeah, I'll head to the to my quarters. Just sit on the. Just lean on the doorway and sort of make a sort of a casual rest.
Okay. Dinner was already being pre-made, so it does not take long for it to be ready. This time you've all got a sort of sort of meat soup, meat and vegetable soup, which is delicious for all involved. Since it turns out Franklin's been paying attention to some of your dietary habits and has made them a little more tailor-made.
Yeah.
For example, Gadron, you don't have any vegetables in yours.
Meat soup!
Yeah. It's kind of got all sorts of meats. It's got a bit of beef, a little bit of pork. Kai, you don't have fish in yours.
Hey. Yeah, I'll kind of as he leaves that in. I presume he's just leaving it in the room.
Yeah.
I'll just silently nod my thanks to him.
No problem. You all eat well. You all sleep. And soon enough, the sun rises.
Yeah, Gadrin wanders out runs onto the deck and stretches a bit.
At that point, Ronald is back out and goes, "So, you guys are gonna head to where I was, right?"
Yeah, we just need to recover from that fiery nonsense that happened.
Right. Well, I mean, from what I can tell, you're good at fighting, so these shouldn't be too much problem. But they do have their own security measures.
Yeah, those big metal things that have those those stone arms. Yeah, I've dealt with them before.
Well, I think there might be one of those. I'm not sure. I didn't hear about that over. Oh, maybe that was in the. You said you were in another lab, right?
Yeah, it was in Athenia.
Oh, okay. Well, from what I've heard here, they've got more organic guards, shall we say?
Yeah, Gadrin raises an eyebrow. Does that include chimeras?
He thinks for a moment. Don't think they mentioned it specifically, but I remember while I was there for the field experiments, for some of the corpses, they dropped them down a hole, and well, I did hear growling. I have no idea if it's a chimera or just some wild dogs, but I mean, hey, maybe.
Yeah.
Why do you ask?
Well, one attacked us when they kidnapped Kai, and it got away. So I've had kind of a grudge ever since.
I see. And you think you can take it on?
Yeah. Gadget sort of leaves in and whispers. Yeah. I don't. Not many people know this about me, but I can't die.
Kind of raises his eyebrows a
I'll
bit.
try to. Yeah, I'll just but I'll look up for the first time in a while. No one except the half of Quadruin you've told.
Gadget just looks at Kai. Yeah. Yes, but that half of the people lives on the coast.
I suppose.
Yeah. So and he goes, well, one thing I know I do have is that they've got some kind of weird mind control that they use on less intelligent beings. I mean, most of you should be okay. I think, as he kind of looks at Gadron.
Yeah. Gadget tilts his head, just like mind control.
Yeah, they use some kind of spell, and a lot of them are wizards. They never subjected themselves to any sort of experiments, but they know a bit of magic. So they managed to learn how to control these these ogres. Taught them how to use weapons. And from what I hear, there's there's a few traps, but I don't know. I never seen them for sure. When I escaped, I did see one troll, and yeah, they're big. They're very, very big.
We fought two
I think
trolls
we
once.
saw one. Yeah, we saw some recently too, actually.
Oh no, these aren't trolls. These are ogres. It's not quite the same thing.
What did we see?
We saw
These are
trolls.
trolls.
Ah,
They're not ogres.
We fought
Now,
trolls.
ogres, they're much worse. Okay,
no, stop, cease.
This
You
is-
haven't even started. and I
Only
want you
from
to
your
stop.
eyes.
Actually, it's quite good on toast.
Anyway, D&D.
So I am like right now. I am just very saddened by the knowledge of just how many spells would be useful in this situation that I don't have. Actually, yeah, dispel magic, detect thoughts.
Well,
For my next character, I'm playing someone with more spells.
Oh boy. Yeah, but anyway, Gadrin, Gadrin just, looks up and says, "Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. I think we've dealt with worse, right?"
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Well, I'll see if I can't get some of this explosive stuff out of control. I mean, hopefully, eventually, I'll be able to There's a little puff of smoke, and where Ronald was standing, it's now a sheep.
What?
He kind of looks down. He looks up at you. Looks at himself.
Oh boy.
How?
Frank could just looks and goes, for God's sake.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard this sort of thing happening before. He should be back in about an hour.
I guess
Yeah,
we just
Okay.
gotta make sure he stays safe.
Gadrin thinks for a moment. I wonder if we could share boys like this.
Wait, no, he did have his hair
no,
falling.
just-
He had his hair falling out, so he is a bold sheep.
Oh.
If we did cut it out, would he be gold when he came back?
the wolf turned back to hair.
Well, his legs would never have been clean shaved. Oh, except they've already never been clean shaved because, again, no hair. If that were the case, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I have a sort of.
These are the questions we should be asking.
I don't think someone. They're like write a DM to Jeremy Crawford.
We must know.
How do wild magic sheep work with hair?
So, if someone is polymorphed into a sheep and gets sheared, when he turns back, what happens?
Question of science.
Here's my thoughts. If you sheared it and it stayed wool, when they turn back to normal, the wool should still be there. Because it's no longer a part of them. Now, if you sheared it and it turned back to hair as soon as it left them,
Hey, free
that
wig.
makes sense.
That'd be gross. Anyway, D&D.
Yeah. We were talking about D&D.
Well,
Yeah, I know, but anyway, Quarrels and Quadruin. So the night's gone by. You've all had your long rest, and so are you going to do anything before you set off?
Eat breakfast.
Okay, but
Yeah, I second the
I imagine that
breakfast
went without saying. I was kind of skipping that for the narrative.
yeah.
No, I think I'll just be visibly very kind of eager to get wherever we're to get there.
Yep, and I'm leading the way.
And I'll have Franklin watch over Barnaby. Too close.
All right. Don't worry. The horse will be safe with me.
I'll hand him a couple of the apples he got from market. Here. He
He
really likes
nut-
these, so make sure he gets not at once.
I
Spread 'em
know.
out.
I know. I know. My mom never taught me to have too much candy at once. I imagine this is pretty similar.
I'll give Barnaby a pat before we head out.
He nuzzles you.
Don't worry, boy. We'll be back soon.
I love how he's become like your morality chain.
Something's got to anchor.
I know.
And that something is Barnaby.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah, I'll,
I'll have no fury like a man who loses his horse.
Yeah, I know. You that was okay, so
back to that.
you guys yeah, back at where you were. You come back to the blade you'd planted into the ground before Gadron. It's pointed in the right direction.
All right, this way. And so I'll walk brazenly in this direction, looking for big rocks and mounds.
I'll be
Well,
keeping my
I'll do
eyes.
an obscure.
peeled.
I'd like to
Okay.
kind of just.
Okay, so so everyone's heading in that direction?
So
Yeah.
All right. In that case, can everyone roll me perception?
Of course.
sure.
Hey,
I actually rolled decently.
Back to the.
Anger makes me sick.
My mind is elsewhere.
Nice.
Your mind is back with Barnaby.
Yeah, I hope he hasn't gotten both apples already. I know he's a sneaky horse.
He learned it from you. He's growing up so fast.
wait. If he's a horse and he's growing up to be a rogue.
He is a rogue horse.
Well, yes, but that also means that Nora's marked for death.
Oh god, that's right. It's rogue parents always die.
Oh,
You know what? I'm willing to accept that fate. I think we all know it's coming with how many times it's almost happened.
True. Matt's next character, Awakened Horse.
If Nor dies, Matt will have to play like Barnaby. Like
I mean, to be fair, Barnaby's got just almost as much health as Nora has, so.
That's true. You do have very much health. Okay.
Yeah, so as we're walking, Kai's just go. You'll kind of see Kai just glancing down at a piece of paper, which you note to be a torn out page from the book. The book we read yesterday, the one which contains the name with the surname Joutson, and it just
Yeah.
says,
Taina Joutson.
yeah. You know, after this is all over, I might want to be visiting that library again.
Gadrin sort of looks at him. All right, but you're on your own.
I can handle that. I'd forgotten how scared Nor was by the library.
Gadrin,
Hey, it wasn't Nora that was scared by the library, it was Gadra.
Yeah.
So what do we see?
Takes you a little while, but Lowry and Gadrin, eventually you guys are both the first to see what looks to be a slight eventually you guys start climbing up a bit of an incline, a bit of a hill of some sort, and halfway up you do notice there is a rock standing in front of something.
Yeah, Gadrin.
And
Aha, a rock. And what?
Okay.
Yes.
I just like that's where they cut off. It's a rock, and it's just dead silence.
I'll be honest. Part of my brain was like, okay, what do I say after that? Like, how do I continue this? It's like, yes, that's what I said.
I was gonna say Nora just kind of looking at her and just yeah.
I'll probably be looking the same way.
Yeah, it's like,
Me as well,
Lowry,
just
you're
like
able
the
to
fact
give-
I know what he's on about.
Yeah, Lowry's actually able to explain. Just like you're able to explain, this is probably where we're supposed to be. Like,
Yeah.
behind the rock is where it's supposed to be.
It's not. Oh, that's. It's right. Look, I'll just show you, and I'll just kind of walk over to this rock, and kind of
We see
Yeah.
that it's a rock.
lift it up. See.
I don't know if you can lift it up. It's a big fucking
Oh,
rock.
big rock. Okay. I guess. Do I see anything around it that would that like?
You do see a very small gap at the top that you can possibly climb over, or at least you can, since you've got the. Well,
Yeah.
actually, I was gonna say you probably could because you have the smallest frame out of everyone, but then I remembered the fact that you probably have quite a bit of gear on you, so it'd be more complicated.
I could send Frey down.
You could, yes.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll kind of go. Look, I think this is where the entrance is, and then I'll just kind of pull out Frey. Kind of
So wait,
let him
Tom,
assemble.
does the rock like fully fill the hole?
It's more of a cave entrance.
Okay, and so so it looks like it's going to expand out later, right?
Sorry.
So it looks like it expands out after the
Like once you've gone through it, the inside
Yeah.
area is bigger.
You can't quite tell from where you are. You're not too
Okay.
sure.
Gadrin looks at Lowry and says, "Let me know if I need to smash this open so it's a bit bigger for us."
Maybe you could actually end
that-
up needing to do that.
might not be necessary. I'll say as I pull out the wind fan.
Doesn't that just create wind?
Very strong wind, which could potentially blow this rock into the cave.
It's a very big rock.
This is
I might also just wedge it.
it's a
Also, you
very
haven't
strong
actually
wind.
seen what's at the other side of it yet. So
Yeah,
you don't
we
know
should
if that will
probably
help
do
you
that.
or not.
I think. Did I end up sending Frey down? Did they come back out?
That point, that it's right there that you send Frey in,
Hmm.
and how does Frey report back to you in that sense? Okay, can Frey
Frey
Sure.
can't talk or show me what they've seen, so I don't. To be fair, I don't know. I think I'll just kind of go. I think I'll just kind of go. Is there anything behind that? And just kind of wait for a nod or a head shake.
You ask that, and then Frey comes over and he takes its pseudo arms. Did you give it arms?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gives it arms. It takes them. It takes his hands, puts them parallel to each other, and sort of pushes them slightly closer together. Obviously,
okay.
you programmed it, so you could tell that it means
There's a space, but it's small.
it seems to shrink as it goes on. So
It's not
according
promising.
to so throwing the rock into the cave is not the wisest decision,
Okay.
if it's even possible.
Gadrin. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look, and I'm gonna climb up to see if I can see into the crevice a little bit.
Okay, roll an athletics check.
$22.
Yep. Despite your weight, you aren't able to make the rock roll just with your weight, so you will have to put in a bit of extra to move it. But you are able to climb up, and you notice just behind it, it seems to suddenly turn a little bit to the left, as stairs lead further down into the ground, and you can see a faint light but beyond that, you can't tell what's ahead.
Aha! Light! And Gadrin's going to reach his arm into the crevice and sort of try to yank backwards and use gravity to bring the rock down with him.
So are you trying to bring it into the cave or out of the cave?
Out of the cave. Like, since I'm clinging to the outside of the cave, I'm just trying to yank it
Can I
backwards.
stand clear?
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. So you're grabbing the top of the mouth of the cave, and you have a lower hand on the rock, and you're just trying to shove it outwards.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean. Roll another athletics check then.
19.
So, I assume you've waited for everyone to get out of the way first.
Right. Yeah, I basically just... Alright, stand clear, everyone! I'm going to bring down this wall!
I will, but as Gadrin shouts that warning, I will already be, probably about 20 feet back.
You're like, okay, thanks for letting us know!
Yeah, what about Larry and Nor?
Oh yeah, move out of the way. He's
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys move up. So you guys go up the hill slightly, so there's no way the rock can meet you.
So actually,
Gadget, you
Right,
take
no.
it, and you just you take it with just enough force, you're able to just yeet it off, and before it starts rolling down, and then you hear a few branches snapping, then several trees crashing, then the screechings of dozens of animals. And the trees just... You notice there's just like a domino effect of several trees just falling over, collapsing. And it keeps going for about half a kilometer.
Oh, a distance then, yeah.
Yeah, it was far, and the hill was going down quite a bit. And it's a big rock.
Yeah,
I'll just kind of shake my head. So much for stealth.
just like, hey, we're in, and starts walking into the doorway.
I'll just look at the other two party members. I suppose
it'll
with
work.
him there was no hope of stealth in the first place.
yeah. I don't know why we even thought for a moment that there would be any stealth. Just kind of like muttering to himself, well, he'll kind of follow.
Yeah, but I will. Yeah, just before I go in, I'm going to immediately cast Major Armor on myself.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Hey, I'm just, before we get into anything big, I'm just gonna go drop some stuff off in the kitchen.
That's fine.
I would apologize for ruining you guys' stealth shenanigans, but usually,
It's Gadron style.
You're an overly excitable fighter wearing full plate. That was you never stood a chance when it comes to stealth. But not to mention you have negative dex.
Yep. Which, funnily enough, is the stat that they recommend you keep high for fighters so you can multi-class.
I feel like you're not going to do that.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anyone in this campaign multi-classing.
Yeah.
Although there was talk of Kai multi-classing into like Rogue or something, but that was very early on.
And the logical conclusion of Nora's character arc being he takes a level in cleric.
Yeah, but yeah, with like, yeah, with because when Nor first started training Kai, I was like, I could take a level in Rogue, but I like spells too much.
Hey, Arcane Trickster still exists.
Yes, but they're not like big spells.
They're not Fireball!
Yeah.
This is making me want to employ my Kenku wizard at some point.
Kenku wizard sounds fun.
I just want Keldon to reach level 5 now.
Yeah, speaking of Keldon, you remember how when we were fighting that Hydra, how we discussed how having the Shatter Spell would have been nice, and
Yeah.
the Shatter Spell would have also been nice when we were fighting those lizard folk.
That's true. Shatter's a good spell.
Shatter is a good spell. But I have Fireball.
Yeah, one thing I was actually thinking is that Gim, the Kenku wizard that I was thinking of, can only use spells that he's seen used before.
Right. That's it.
Ah.
I mean, yeah, I've told you guys about
I mean,
my...
isn't that basically how wizards work themselves?
Well, right, but he
In a sense.
but Gim would have to actually see it happen. Like he can't just read up on it and learn it.
My favorite Kenku I've made was my Kenku Bard, who
Which was
Basic-
the PFP for how long?
yeah. But yeah, he basically, because he could perfectly mimic any sound he heard, what he would do was he would like play the violin, so he'd heard it, and then he could like basically use it as a backing track by saying it, but by like making the noise of the violin while playing the violin again. So like after enough time, he could just like sing just like as a full orchestra. But he's just playing each
I'm
individual
not sure
part
that's
of the
quite how
orchestra
Kenku
himself.
mimicry works. Like, I'm pretty sure you can only have a maximum of 2 layers.
Really?
Yeah, not in that campaign.
I don't know. I don't think there's any rules about how many layers you can have.
I mean, it's called mimicry, not full-on recording.
I mean, to be fair, some birds get some crazy.
Yeah, but that's like saying the Kenku, like, because normally the Kenku says it can repeat what something one person says. I don't think they can repeat a literal entire crowd.
No, it says you can mimic sounds you have heard, including voices. So it's very vague.
Use your imagination.
Not gonna want to imagine.
I mean, the Kenku you encountered yesterday was repeating like footfalls and stuff.
Yep.
That I can see.
But yeah.
Um,
Anyway,
So anyways,
what was the
D&D.
plot
Yeah.
Yeah, you back now?
Yes.
Okay. You
And
guys, so with the space, you guys walk down the stairs very slowly.
Gadrin's tempted for a moment to shout hello, but decides against it.
You feel the 3 sets of eyes burning the back of his head.
You guys walk down a long corridor, and as you do, the steps turn from stone and gradually become more and more metal.
Yep, and I imagine we discover this by the fact that Gadrin's normally heavy footfalls somehow become even more heavy.
Yeah. And as you guys walk in, you'd find there are 3 pathways as soon as you get to the bottom. One is to your left is a large steel door. To your right is another wooden door.
Huh.
And then further ahead of you is another. It's just another very small corridor that almost immediately leads to the left.
Okay.
Wooden doors. I have bad experiences with wooden doors. Let's not use that.
No one can see to look over, just like,
I'll look over in sheer confusion.
Don't ask. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just not.
Yeah, Gadrin.
Or
Yeah, yeah, Gadrin. Oh, Gadrin. Oh, come on. It can't be any. It can't be that bad. As he sort of saunters toward the wooden door. Yeah,
Gadron, hold on. And we'll kind of get between him and the door, like, hold on, let's not be brat.
I'll just look over. I'll look over at. I'll look over.
Oh my
at
god, you guys have literally just entered and it's already starting off so well.
I'm just imagining Gadron with his hand like almost on the door, and he's like waiting, and he's like slowly putting it closer, and everyone's just stood really far back. They're like panicked with their hands out, like, no, stop, no, don't.
You
Just,
say
like, slowly
everyone. Kai's.
Kai is just like,
I was
what
gonna
is
say-
going on?
And Nora's gonna actively be trying to push Gadron from the door a little bit. Like, hold on. We need to approach this carefully.
I'll look
Be
over.
reasonable here. Don't open
Yeah,
the door.
I don't even think
I'll
that
just
I
look
could move
over.
Gadron if I tried.
I'll look over at the two of you. Just, what are you going to? How are you going to get anywhere in life if you're scared of doors?
Kai, we're just taking it slow. We don't
Being
know what to
reasonable
expect
here,
here.
believe me.
If we just go opening doors, we might walk into something.
As they're talking,
Or-
Gadget grabs the doorknob.
Gadron, roll sleight of hand.
3!
Yeah, no.
Can I like intercept this hand?
Nor just nabs the hand before we can get anywhere near the doorknob.
We take it slow, Gadron.
Please, just.
Alright, so no.
I'll just kind of, guys. You do realize we're going to have to open one of the doors at some point.
But
Yes,
we don't have to
but
do
we
this one.
And if we do, we can do so carefully. And Nora will kind of pull out his sword and just bear it from really far, just kind of nudge it a couple times to see if it reacts.
I am looking at them as
It's
if
like
they're
he's like ready to like
insane.
jump back. Like I just want to point out the position is like. Hold on, let me find that.
I'll look over at Gadron. I never thought I'd see the day where us two are the voices of reason.
I just want to point out, like the way Nora's poking the door is kind of like this.
Yeah, I was thinking there was something like that.
Oh, with like a 50-meter stick, like.
Yeah, well, with his rapier, the only thing he has is some range like that.
You poke it a couple times, when suddenly nothing happens.
Oh.
Alright, so it'll kind of relax a little bit and go up to it, and it'll look back to the party. I'm sure it's getting some odd stares from at least two.
Yes.
I think
Correct.
Larry seeing this has probably taken a side. Just like,
Lowry is sighing as much as you are, Noah. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, Gadget and Kai are just looking at you with like just raised eyebrows.
No, just be.
Gadget at the moment is just thinking, what did, dude, how did he survive this long?
I was checking for
No,
traps.
that's exactly how it survived, by being
Yeah.
that careful.
So it's just kind of like just pretty much. I was just checking for traps. We are kind of behind enemy lines here. I don't know about you all, but I don't feel like being blown up by fire or impaled
Eaten?
by flying spears.
or
Eaten.
eaten by a door.
Gadget just looks at Lowry just like, what?
But
Just
the point is, we just need to be careful. And at this point, he'll go
Oh,
up and
sorry.
listen to the door to see if anything's back there.
I'll just laugh. Eaten by a door. This isn't nearly as ridiculous as your communicating with people without over long distances story.
What's that in reference to?
Or you're keeping objects cold in a box story.
So, while they're doing that, I'll
Lowry,
do
roll
a
the
check
wisdom
on the
saving throw. That counts as vicious mockery to me. Not really, but
Taking mental damage.
yes, 1d4 psychic damage right there. Disadvantage on the
one,
next
psychic.
skill check.
Oh, gosh.
Not really.
Alright.
But...
So do I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Roll perception.
Oh, I
And
couldn't hear
that's
over.
when the mimic attacks. No, I'm kidding.
Guys couldn't hear over them squabbling.
Yeah, just being like, I'm telling you, a fridge makes perfect sense.
Alright, it sounds like it's clear. And at that point,
Gadget just pulls Nora away from the wall. All right, we're not getting nowhere like this, and then just opens the door.
Thank you.
You barge through, and you find a little desk.
A desk.
With a chair on it. It appears to be some sort of reception.
Is there anyone sitting at this desk?
Nope, the room is empty.
Yeah, Gatred looks at it for a moment, looks back, walks over, sits at the desk and says, "Hello, welcome to Magic and Magic. I'm your receptionist. What can I get you today?"
That was not the time for jokes, please.
No, just kind of look around for someone. Just maybe a different receptionist.
Meanwhile, I'm now looking at Gadron as if he's gone insane, kind of just cursed with the knowledge that I'm the only. I'm
Normal
now
person.
yeah, the only normal person in this party.
Okay, I need to take a little bit of a break. Because this is the best goddamn start to a dungeon I could have ever hoped for. All because of one enemy I put into a dungeon that was several months ago now.
Last year.
Like, you guys were
probably.
level 4. Like, that was 2 levels ago, and here you are. Still
And one of them
traumatized
was
by
like
that.
the
And the
biggest
best
level
part
ever.
is that the other 2 weren't there for it. So you spent an entire 10 minutes arguing about the door. I shouldn't be angry, but it makes so much sense for your characters, and it's just hilarious.
I was gonna say, you already take a very suspicious and careful rogue, who then 1 second thought he was listening to a door, and then had his head in the right next to the teeth of a mimic. It tends to make someone paranoid, especially when they're already a paranoid character.
Like I said, it makes perfect sense. But there's something about Lowry also being there with you that just makes it funnier. Like, the most logical person at the party
I've suddenly gone insane.
Like, that part's got, Gat and Kai thinking, what the hell is wrong with you?
Gadred's little joke is just sort simultaneously poking fun at Lowry and Nori and making fun of some of the people he's pillaged from.
I'll just go we won't get anywhere if you guys are in charge, and I'll just walk over to the desk. Are there any drawers on the desk?
Well, they'd be on my side.
Yeah, I've walked round to your side by this point.
Everyone's just like, no, this is the receptionist's desk. Get away. This is fine.
Gadget sees what he's doing and gets up and sees if he can see what's going on.
Tom, are there any drawers?
Yes, there's 2. One on each side of the desk.
I'll open the first. See if there's anything interesting in it.
You find a small list of names. That you notice at the top are the names of some of the employees that work in this particular lab.
Okay. Well, names alone aren't much use, unless, of course, I recognize any of the names, which I presume I don't.
No, you do not.
Yeah. Okay.
Although that being said, you do notice at the top, you finally learn it says the employees working at the Winterfall branch of Apophis Labs.
Apophis, we've seen that name before. Was it on the book or was it somewhere else we saw Project Apophis?
That was the official title of the notes you just read.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, I will, okay. Worth keeping, but not much use. I'll just fold up the list and place it into my robe, and then I'll move over to the other drawer.
The other drawer, you find...
It's a mimic.
Don't tempt me. No, it's not a mimic. You find 100 gold.
Okay.
Only...
I'll just divvy that up.
Yeah, we've been reimbursed for our cart.
Yeah. Actually, I
There's
think the
a-
cart was a bit more expensive than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it depreciated in value as we drove it.
that is true.
It depreciated in value as it combusted into flames.
I think it
Yeah,
depleted in value
tends
when
to
it
do
did
that.
that.
We need better insurance.
This is the medieval ages. Insurance didn't exist yet.
I know. That's why I'm saying we need
We
better
can-
insurance.
we can invent
We need
insurance and get
insurance.
rich.
You know, with how many things I've seen explode in fire, I think we would be the ones that would be broke. We'd be paying out left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, we get around that by charging two
Yeah,
2,000 gold premiums.
Oh, and also, I forgot to mention behind you is one cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, while Kai's looking through the drawers, I'm looking through the cupboard.
You find various sugar bars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gadget picks
Yeah.
one up.
Also, everyone had 25 gold to your totals.
Yep.
yeah. Gadget picks one of the sugar bars up, turns around. Kai, what's this?
I'll take a look at it.
You know what a sugar bar is.
Okay. It's something you eat.
Yeah, Gadget looks at it and just says, you can have it.
I might hesitate to trust food found in, a place where they experiment with magic.
Yeah, well,
Alright.
but if they're experimenting with the magic, that means they're not experimenting on the food.
We don't know that.
Is there anything else in the cupboard of note?
Just various snacks. You can deduce by the money in the drawer and the cover that there was a little bit of a snack bar here as well.
What
Okay.
news over here?
So far, this is a very friendly dungeon, and it scares me immensely.
So is that all that was really in the room?
Yes.
Yeah, so Gadget walks back out the other door and walks across the hall to the steel door.
Yeah.
No, just kind of be like, just kind of
Okay.
hang back and maybe we just let him open all the doors.
I am completely yes. I'm completely happy for this. So yes, let's do this.
We should probably be on guard just in case.
I-
He'll pull out his hand crossbow.
I should mention that as you guys go out of the receptionist area, you do hear what sounds like a sort of bell. But it doesn't seem to be coming from one particular place. It seems to be ringing within your minds. It's nothing painful, but it's aware, and you can all hear it at an equal time. And
Do I know of any kind of spells that might have this kind of effect?
roll Arcana.
Okay.
Ask not for whom the bell tolls.
9.
This doesn't seem to be anything specific, especially because you're aware of messages being sent to individual people, but as a group, it seems it's something you've not heard of. Especially because the way the way the next message goes, it seems like it wasn't meant for you specifically. As the message goes, "Attention, all employees. We currently have a prisoner that has escaped as of recently. If you have any knowledge about its current whereabouts, please let us know as soon as possible. In the meantime, please remain within the dormitories, as the ogres will be patrolling the corridors and various important rooms, and do not distinguish scientist from prisoner. Please stay out of the way, or you will be crushed. Thank you
Ooh.
for listening.
I don't know about all of you, but I don't think I like the sound of that.
So you all heard it too. I'll nod.
Gadget looks at them. Ogre. Ah, the ogres. Yeah, I wonder if they're in here. And he opens the door.
The metal door.
Yep.
It's sealed shut, tightly shut.
No, just kind of. Oh, thank goodness.
Don't. Please try to be reasonable. Don't go around just opening doors like that.
Gatron, I know you want to fight the big ogres and all that, but we are in a small space. If we get cornered, we will get clobbered.
Gadget just
Please just let us take it a little slower.
Gadget just looks at Nori and just says,
No, you notice that the more you speak, the less desired effect you're having on Gadget.
"Hey, Gadget. Yeah, look, if they get cornered, they get behind me.
And then what if they come from behind and in the front?
If we're cornered, then they're only coming from the front."
Okay, well, what if
I'll make you a deal.
surrounded?
I have to say, Gazman, I'm starting to agree with the I'll just look at the other two. The
And
Or-
nor have interject the voices of reason.
the ones who are terrified of doors.
Not so much the doors; it's what could be behind them.
Or no, it is also the doors.
Yeah, they.
I'll kind of
Yes.
I'll kind of just gesture to Lowry to Norris and like exactly.
No. Lowry is right. The doors could be a danger as well.
Listen, right, you don't understand. We almost got eaten by a door.
My head was in
Ethan?
its mouth. My head was in its.
by a door.
Yes.
Gadget just
By a door. Like this
Okay.
door right here.
Okay, I know it sounds crazy, but let me tell you, it becomes very real when you go to listen up to the lock of a door, and suddenly the door has teeth and is trying to invite you inside.
Gadget just looks at him.
I'm not crazy.
Hey,
The door did try to eat us.
So
Kai,
no,
if
you know.
Kai, if you'd like to, I will permit you to make a nature check. Or would you like to continue
door.
thinking these guys are complete idiots?
I think it's funnier to continue this one.
Okay, this has become the next running joke of the campaign.
it was a slow burn, but it happened finally.
I'll just go. So no, you know how you drink a lot of alcohol, and to other people maybe that alcohol doesn't seem that strong, but to you it's very strong.
Okay, counterpoint. Lowry doesn't drink at all. She also saw the door. Explain that one.
Maybe you convinced her there was a door.
Nope. I saw this. You can't convince me I didn't. The door is real.
As they're discussing this, I'm trying to jostle the door open.
Just guys playing distraction for us. I'd like to think
I
we're
was
progressively getting louder, trying to defend our sanity.
I'm just going like, it just looks something like this, and I'll cast minor illusion to minor illusion a very comical looking pair of jaws onto the door.
Tom, how close is it to what the mimic look like?
Hang on, let me just roll a d20. I rolled an 8. So no, this one does not look scary enough. It doesn't have the lashing tongue.
Alright.
The teeth are not sharp at all.
You know, I know you're doing this to make fun of us, but the teeth were sharper, there was a long tongue, and it was a lot scarier.
Please don't even joke.
Yeah, Gadget continues to try and jostle the steel door
Nom
open.
nom 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 nom.
Gadron, away from that! Genuinely, stop! And I'm gonna like go over and yeah, try to stop him without getting too close to the door.
Well, by this point, you're fairly convinced that that door is not a mimic, because if it was, it would have surely taken a bite out of Gatron's fingers by now.
That is true, actually. Yeah.
He spent the past 2 minutes just bung 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 bung.
All right.
Is it any closer to opening?
No.
Is there? Okay. This door obviously is safe. Now, Gadron, please back up.
Yeah,
See if we can open it quietly. See if we can open it.
The big metal door?
Yeah. Is there any kind of lock to it or anything that, or is it?
Roll investigation.
Gadget just trying to steps away, oblivious to the debate that has been happening behind him.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like you're temporarily, like, half deafened by the constant banging of the door. As you place your hand in a particular spot, you notice a
Teeth.
glowing sigil appear on the door. It appears this has been magically sealed.
Well, I don't think we're getting through here. Okay, I just want to say, is that the dude from Where's My Water?
I have no clue.
No,
I served
no,
cartoon
it's not.
crocodile.
If it was, that would make it infinitely better, though.
Because honestly, it was pretty close.
Oh gosh.
In any case,
Let's get going.
So
Wow.
magically sealed
You guys
steel
have
door.
been here for like 20 minutes and you've literally not... I'm looking at the map right now. You got quite a bit to explore and you guys haven't
sown the
even...
seeds of
Well, you
You
paranoia.
literally
Yeah,
haven't
just
left
looking
the
at-
front steps.
did
I
you
got
say that? Did you
five.
say there was also a spiral staircase, Tom?
No.
Yeah,
There
just a
was the
passage
staircase
that
that you
left.
just went down from.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's just a
Okay.
passage in front of us that snakes left.
Well,
Yeah, there's a part that's like snakes towards your left.
they had.
Okay, well,
And there's another wooden door.
I was kind of. Well, there was some kind of lock on like this on my cell back when
Well,
they
the
captured
the giant metal one straight to your left. That's
Yeah.
what the magical seal.
Mhm.
And then there's one further down a corridor. I don't know if you've gone down that one yet.
We haven't. We're still in
we
front of the
haven't.
steel
You're
door.
still on the big metal door.
Yeah. There was some kind of switch for this when I was captured for this kind of door. So maybe we can find one of those somewhere.
Maybe it's down this
I
way.
don't
And
think they
Gadrin
have it
goes
here.
toward the corridor.
Wait, Gadron, you can't just start walking off. And Nora's gonna chase after Gadron.
Oh, you no!
Just in vain, trying to talk him down.
This session went so quickly from like kind of intense roleplay to the Chuckle Brothers.
What?
It's a new day.
It goes straight. It goes straight from the moral question of whether some people deserve to die for the wrongs they did, and then there's a guy who's just been tortured and rescued, to suddenly going, "No, Catherine, don't touch the door."
I mean, to be fair, it's a new day, so that the happenings of yesterday are a little
Yeah.
less fresh than now.
True. More recently, we did have Gadgeon destroy a fraction of a forest
Yes.
with a single boulder.
This is
That
But
that's
hey,
a new
but
record.
that's really fitting actually, because that's the kind of thing that would happen in like a cartoon.
Yeah, this is. we went straight from like Breaking Bad to Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Well, really, this is just one episode of My Hero Academia.
True.
That's a good point, actually.
This is how anime writers get their ideas.
They play D&D with the writing team and then trying to say, okay, how can we make this actually cohesive?
Hey, I mean, you say that, but then again, there is a D&D based show that is currently the 5th highest Kickstarter of all time. So
Wait, really? I didn't know
What
that.
is it?
Yeah, Critical Role.
the Critical
Oh, the
Role,
Critical Role
series.
show. Oh yeah.
As an
It's got
anime.
like 11 million.
Yeah, they had an initial goal for like a sort of.
700. It was originally 750,000 for like one special episode.
They made
which
that
they
in an
broke
hour.
in like. They made that in like 20 minutes
Damn.
or 40.
Alright, so we're
Yeah,
chasing
that
Gadra on
doesn't
deck.
surprise me.
Anyway,
it's a
our
bit-
current D&D situation, which is Gadget
Yeah.
being chased by Nor.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
Gadron, you can't just walk off. There are things here that we don't understand. We don't know what there is. And he's just kind of like laying down a bunch of noise that Gadron probably doesn't care about and is zoning out.
Okay, Gadget, you walk straight towards the next door. What do you do?
I opened the door.
This one is also locked, but this is a wooden door, so it's probably easier.
Gadget, all right. I've had enough of your doors. And he just uses all of his strength to try and yank the door off its hinges.
Okay, roll
Gadron, I can
strength.
just pick the lock.
Roll strength.
16.
It just shatters into splinters.
Yeah, there we go. Nice and simple. I've defeated the door monster.
This is amazing. This is so perfect. Well, seems to enter a small room with just a few tables. It appears to be some sort of meeting room.
Gadget walks in and sort of looks for anything that might come out and fight him.
You find nothing.
Coach is clear.
Okay. Do you continue onwards? Because
I'm gonna wait for the others to catch up with me.
Or just
Yeah,
maybe standing by him, just kind of hands on his head, like,
corridor. It's a very small corridor. It was like 10 feet.
Right.
Gadron, I think you're gonna get us all killed down here.
Don't worry. Like I said, just get behind me, Fixie and Harry.
Okay, it doesn't help if we're completely exposed behind you as well. We don't know what it's like down here.
Hey, relax. we've gone through worse.
Okay. So in this room, you don't find anything.
Dude,
It's empty.
yeah, where are the doors?
There's another door that's just ahead of you that you can try and open. It is locked.
Here, try to open it. Yeah, try to open it. Look at Nor. Smile.
Gadron, please, just...
Nah, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. You can have a go.
Nor just kind of like half claps his voice, like, oh. Right.
This is amazing.
Quietly, please just check if it's locked. And if it's not, don't rip it off its hinges. Just check.
No, Gadget had already checked if it was locked. He was.
It is.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so Nor's gonna carefully go up to the door and try
Okay.
and lock it.
Roll for thieves' tools.
Alright, and that's gonna be
I
a dex
think,
with proficiency.
yeah.
Yes, you are proficient with
25. There, you see how easy and quiet that was, Catron? We don't have to rip doors off their hinges.
Sure, quiet that was, Gadget.
And Nor just kind of. Are you mocking me?
No. Why would I be mocking you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go to North. They think we're insane. They think we're insane, but don't worry, they'll see. We'll get attacked by a door soon, and they will see.
The session where the civil war of the party.
This is where we have the official divide between the tall and short people.
Oh god! Oh my word!
And
Oh my God,
I'll kind of look back to Larry. At this point, I'm more concerned if we don't. We're not going to be able to live it down if we don't find a door that is alive like last time.
The campaign doesn't end until we find another mimic door.
I suppose once this is all done, we could always take them back to the one we encountered, but...
I suppose.
You're gonna head all the way back to Shadington just to
Once
show them the
everything's
living
all
door.
said and done, just to prove we're not crazy. And at this point, just kind of defeatedly, Nord's just gonna be like, alright, Gadron, lead the way.
Gadget walked through the doorway. What do I see beyond?
I should have asked, is this place well lit?
Not the corridors. They're still pretty faint because you are pretty low underground.
I was gonna say, because I do have dark vision if that ever becomes relevant here.
Yeah.
Well, I have dark vision, and look at all the good that's doing me.
I mean, to be fair, you are the complete opposite. You are the leap before you look character. As for Nor's the look, double check, look again, make sure you're still looking, and then
Double check
carefully
again.
descend.
Okay.
And then carefully descend.
I will disagree with you in one area with that, Matt, because calling Gadget a leap before you look, that implies he's going to end up looking at some point.
He's gonna look at where he what mess he's made after he's left.
Well, I've
Yeah,
gotta look
he's
at what I'm
going to
gonna
look and see how many bloodstains there are. And whether or not they're his.
I absolutely love this dynamic between Gadget and Nor.
This has
They
never
are
come up
polar
before, but now now it's suddenly my favorite part of this campaign.
I feel like it came up in some capacity before, but it just was just amid other nonsense that was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have,
Just
I think you referenced it in when you were in the labs before, but it's not. But back then, the security
Not to this
consisted of
extent.
actual people and animated armor and that sort of thing. Here, it's just like, the door could eat us. And they're right, but Gadget and Kai have no idea.
So just a corridor with another door at the end?
This is what comes to mind.
Yes. Just another.
Alright, so I saunter forward into the door and I open it.
Yes. Yes.
What happens when I open the door?
That's just the. So at this point, so you go through the door that Nor just opened. You go through, and there's another door. This one's already open.
I don't like the looks of that.
That's
But...
not a good sign.
Yeah, I kind of put a hand up. Let's just see how it turns out for him. I don't think that we can stop him.
Gadget walks in and sort of looks around in the room.
This is similar. You do. It's another resting area. This time you notice there's a small abandoned chessboard. So whoever was here seems to have left in a rush.
Gadget walks over to it, looks at the chessboard, and moves one of the pawns to the other side of the board.
I win.
I'll just say, yeah, I'll just look at him. That's not a legal move.
Gadget just gives him a look.
Kai, at this point, You know, there's no point in trying to correct him.
You're probably right.
But you know, it does raise a good question. I think I know the answer. Why do you think someone would leave so hurriedly?
Maybe some,
Ogres, trolls.
maybe
The
some,
patrolling ogres that can't tell friend and foe apart?
or maybe someone ran past him and they wanted to talk to him.
What?
Yeah. Norman just kind of puts his hand back on his head, like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that kind of magic. I mean, that sheep guy did say he escaped from him.
8 intelligence.
It's so fun.
I mean, you know what? To be fair, though, I have 7 intelligence. I don't think that's a fair.
Wait, hold on.
excuse anymore.
What's your intelligence, Gadrin?
8. We've gone
You're
over
smarter.
this. We've been over this.
I keep forgetting.
See, the only reason Nor comes across as smart is because he's just paranoid.
Yeah, which
Because
manifests in having a
got
plus.
pretty good. Because you got decent wisdom.
Yeah,
gotta accept
I
your
have neutral wisdom.
I've got 13 in wisdom, so I've got a +1.
I got 11 with the wisdom, so I have a +0. Fun fact: wisdom is currently the only one of my stats that is an odd number.
All right. So you guys are able to continue. You go through another large corridor, and you come across a little fork. You can either go left or you can go straight on.
Any kind of.
No doors. There are no doors.
All right, so let's talk about this. Where should we check first?
Well, I would seem like I won't claim to be an expert on the construction of these places, but it would seem like the left would probably be more likely to be some kind of side corridor, so likely easier to explore.
Well, let's go then. And Gadget starts walking down the left corridor.
Oh, wait, Northern Gadget, we haven't even finished talking about which way we're going.
I'll just shrug. He knows which opinion to value.
So you guys are heading left then?
Yeah.
Guess so.
All right.
Let us know if we start dying, Tom.
Oh, we're way past that.
Let us know if you finished, Darl.
Okay. Okay. I've had a discussion with God. I've postponed my visit to heaven for another few years at least. I'll be okay.
Until we finish the campaign.
Well, don't jinx it. That would be unironically really upsetting. So you go through the corridor, and it turns right. It goes forward another few feet, and turns right again. Goes forward another few feet, and then goes very, very, very far forward. By which I mean it takes a good few minutes for you to cross it.
Gadget just looks at her. Seems safe to me.
And eventually you come across another bit. You turn right. And you keep going forward until you eventually, on your right, you find another completely open door.
Gadget peers inside.
Let me This is the dedicated lunchroom.
Is anyone inside?
Roll perception.
Hey!
You look around, and you can see one of the tables is somewhat shaking a little bit.
Yeah, Gatrin sort of holds a hand up and starts walking further into the room. I walk and toward.
Catron, we don't know what's in here.
Hey, don't worry. Whatever it is, it's under this table. As he goes to the shaking table.
You lift it up with one hand because it's easy for you to do that.
Yeah.
And there is one scientist who seems to have been left behind, who's just quivering in fear and sees you guys, and there's just a quick. Before he immediately covers his mouth as he looks towards a door that you have not gone through.
Yeah. Gadget looks at the door and looks back at him. What? I don't try to eat you?
I'll just get them. I don't think this is the time.
He's definitely trying to shush you. Because...
Yeah, I'll lower my voice to a whisper. We can make fun of them for thinking that the door's going to eat them later.
I think we should really take the advice of the person hiding and be quiet.
I'll nod.
Gadget looks at the guy. What's going on?
As you guys do quiet down, you do hear from behind the door, you can hear...
Boom.
Dude, Nora's gonna dive for a table. Hi, dude.
It starts to fade out. For about a minute, it becomes quieter and quieter until it stops. And then it starts up again.
Boom.
Gadget's eyes light up.
Can I hide under the table? Like...
Boom.
Yeah, they're old stealth.
And it starts to quieten down again.
Gadget's eyes light up and he starts going toward the door where he hears it coming from.
Catron! Catron! Don't!
Gadget just looks.
At this point, can I quickly cast another minor illusion to make it look like there's no door there?
Could you read the description of minor illusion quickly? I'm not sure if that's possible.
I think it might have to be a 5-foot cube, which wouldn't work.
No.
You create a sound or image of an object within range to last for the duration. If you create sound, it's volume. Okay, I'm not creating sound. If you create an image of an object, it must be no larger than a 5-foot cube.
Unfortunately, these doors are a little taller.
Okay. Can I make it look like most of the door doesn't exist and hope Gadrin doesn't notice the little thing I left at the bottom?
Yeah, just focus on the height. He's tall.
Yeah.
Roll deception with disadvantage.
Deception should be good.
You do have start disadvantage.
Yes. Okay. Disadvantage on a +8 though.
That's a good point.
Okay, 11.
I'm gonna roll insight to see if I see through it.
It'd be
Yes.
What was that?
no, it'd be insight. I think. No, investigation because it's
Yeah.
objects. It's not a person.
I see.
Well,
You just want me to use my negative modifier.
I wouldn't have. I would not have.
No.
Even you're not that stupid.
Gadget sees the top of the door turn into a wall, looks back at Kai, just really, and then opens the door.
It's locked.
And then opens the door.
And please.
Roll us. Okay, roll. How are you opening it? Are you just yanking it or are you attacking it?
I'm yanking it.
Okay, roll strength check.
18.
Once again, the sound of splinters everywhere and the scientist faints.
Is the illusion
And,
still there? The wall illusion?
Yeah, you look like you're just clipping through a wall. It looks very buggy. You look like you've just done some weird speed run strategy, and you just found like some weird wall clip where you can like you just found one little area where the door is interactable, and when you automatically interact with doors, it just pushes you in the right direction. That's what it looks like. But with that said, you walk in, and then you see an enormous room filled to the brim with all sorts of floating glyphs, including one large sort of tube that is covered with an image of various glyphs and pictures. You, Gadrin, you don't care about that. You're a little too focused on the two very large ogres who just stopped in their tracks and are now turning to face you.
I draw my swords and say, "Hello!"
No.
I need you guys to roll for initiative.
7.
17. Okay,
19.
so that's I'm adding a third spell to my wish list, and that spell is silence. Some would also be nice.
Okay.
Oh god.
So having a look at this.
I think I'm dying.
But you
Quite
cannot
possibly.
die.
In the campaign you are after I fireball all three of you to oblivion.
Well, see, the trick is I don't die. See,
I say no.
I'm in bed, boy. You can't kill me.
What is that a reference to?
It's a fine.
It's a vine.
Oh, okay.
There's ordering even more.
That's how Nor's in the dungeon right now. It's just like, no, not.
I love the fact you actually have a beverage called Jameson.
Right?
That's amazing.
When Nor retires and he eventually
Alright,
goes
so
into making
Nor,
mead, that's what
you
he's
see
gonna
this
make.
happen and you immediately just spring into action.
Oh, here we go. And I'll just kind of bolt from my cover. Since neither of them's moved, I'll have advantage. All right.
Wait, do you even see them beyond the wall illusion?
I mean, I was down low. If
I've,
he blocked
I've
the high-
probably just I've probably
Yeah, but
dispelled
by
the
this point,
illusion
it's
by
most
now.
like there's no point holding it up after you've crashed the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have dispelled the illusion by now.
All right, so I kind of bolt from cover, staying behind Gadron when entering this room, but I'll kind of using him as kind of a cover, so I'm hopefully not seen. I'll quickly run up and take aim and fire for one of the ogres.
Okay, you're aiming for one or two. One is currently. Let me have a look at the map. So there's one that's a bit more to the right side of the room, and one that's a bit more to the left.
Which one's closer? Or are they about the same?
The one to the left, which is number 2, is very slightly closer.
All right, I'll shoot for that one.
Okay.
This one's the auto crit because that's a surprise.
Yeah. Well, is this one a surprise?
I think- That's
just Nor throughout the whole game. You don't drink water.
Oh dear.
No. Does this count as a...
That hits. That definitely hits.
All right.
So
we are in no shape. We are in no shape to do combat.
Would this count as?
So-
Would this count for the auto crit from the surprise, or?
They're not surprised, are
Yeah,
they? Because
get your
Gadron-
shit. Yeah, they know
Yeah,
we.
thanks to you, Gadron. They immediately just turn to a door and they're just like.
So they'll all pop out behind Gadron and just pew, hit for 19 on the one,
Yep.
and
He'll
then
take a pretty
immediately.
decent-
What was that?
Okay, so he takes a pretty decent chunk, and I imagine your next, you're gonna use your bonus action to hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and use Gadron as my cover.
You realize I'm gonna move, right?
You're right behind, next to a wall. You can use that.
Oh, I am next to the wall. Okay, I'll use the wall.
Yeah, because you're right in the doorway.
You're
All
about
right,
to use.
I'll quickly duck back then.
Okay.
I just can't help but marvel at the fact that you were about to use a man
They
who was
don't
about
see
to
you.
charge into combat as cover. That reminds me of in XCOM 2 when there's an ability for one of your robots to sort of create an area that turns it into cover, and some of the aliens will use that mech as cover, so you can just move your mech out of the way and.
Okay, well, you didn't roll too high, but luckily for you, all their, an Ogre Chain Brutes, pretty much all their mental stats are garbage. They have lower intelligence than either of you two. Lower wisdom than Kai, lower charisma than anyone. Then again, you guys all have pretty high charisma, so.
We're very
Well,
charismatic.
yes. Kind of, a little high.
Alright, shut up, sorcerer.
Okay,
With the actor feat.
Alright, so that would be Kai's turn next then, right? Speaking of Mr. Sorcerer?
Yes. Sorcerer, go ahead.
so what can I see right now? Can I see both of them?
Where it's kind of hard to tell a little bit because Gadron's right in the way, although he stepped forward a little bit so that you could step out behind him if you wanted to.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm gonna side.
You are able to just about to see the one on the left.
Okay. And how tough are they looking? Like,
Um,
do they look like
one of-
something Gadron might actually need help with?
well, they're about twice his size and are holding giant maces that are as big as him.
So it's an even
Okay.
fight.
Yeah. So I'm going to cast haste. And I'm going to twin it onto Gadron and Nor.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you do not blow up.
I do not
Lowry,
blow up.
onto you.
That's always
Okay.
good to hear.
So so first things first, I'm gonna use a crossbow.
Okay.
6.
That will hit.
That's +8, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it hits.
Okay. So that's the damage.
Okay.
Oh, and then I'm
I
gonna.
assume you're aiming for number 2,
Yes.
because that's the easiest one. Okay, makes sense.
And then I'm gonna load Frey with a fairy fire spell, and get him to fire that at them. And I want
Okay,
to try and
Frey's
catch
gonna
both of
fly
them in it.
forwards.
So they do a
and,
dex.
Unfortunately, you're only able to aim for one of them.
Okay. I'll go for
because
the
they're
one.
both really far apart from each other. They're on my
I'll go for
opposite
the one
sides of
which
the room.
I didn't attack.
Okay, so that'll be number 2. That's the one that's a little further away. So it has to roll a dex save.
Yeah.
Which is
14.
not- It rolls a natural 20.
What?
It,
This-
it,
This
it,
damn this ogre be
it sees the little vial that's flying towards it and just smacks it to a side and it just spatters on the floor next to him.
this ogre be top grade of his acrobatics class.
He's in the top percentage of ogre chain brutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My ogre chain brute's not any ogre chain brute.
It's top in the world for athletics
Yeah.
and dodging Lowry's spells, apparently.
That was its major.
Apophis
Dodging Lowry's
scientist.
spells.
Apophis scientist Joey. That's the true final boss of this episode.
That's my turn.
Okay. So Route 1, after having a couple attacks to it, it sees Gadgeon standing there and just it starts charging up towards you, and it's going to start swinging its mace into a spin, and it will slam it down, and it will miss, unfortunately. It's a real shame, because that's something, and it's not going to be able to do that again for a while.
I know your pain, Tom, when you do a really cool description as a DM and then the attack misses.
I mean, that happens to you guys as well, so I'm not worried about it. Gadgeon, your turn.
Yeah, Gadrin, having seen the mace coming from a mile away, thanks to the haste, kind of casually sidesteps it and just says, "All right then," and begins an assault on the guy who's now closest.
Okay, so you just zoom forwards. That will hit.
All right. For my first trick, I'm going to use an octahedron of dominance to make it a spooky attack.
All right.
I just put D-roll twice. Hang on.
That's fine. Take your time.
Alright, that's a meaty 14 slashing.
Okay, and the wisdom save
is 15.
It rolls a 10, so it fails. It is now frightened of you.
Yep. Yeah. Wonder how scared he'll be after this.
Yeah. Yep, that still hits.
Alrighty. No octahedrons this time.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yep, that's gonna do a decent chunk.
Be a shame if I did it again.
I mean, you can. You're hasted.
Well, this isn't even my final form. This is the bonus action from my dual wielding.
Okay. Well, it hits. It hits. 14 hits.
It's an 11. An 11 section.
Yeah, it is immediately just in agony right now, and you still get your hasted attacks.
Yep.
Still get your second.
Yes!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
I've crit something that's at double-digit HP for once.
About that.
Well, I'm still gonna roll anyway. Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
So since I'm half orc, this is gonna be effectively 3d6 of rolling.
That's true. You get savage attacks.
For that did as much damage as my normal attack.
Still. Yeah. Yeah, no, you run in there laughing like a maniac. And the ogre, like, his eyes go wide as suddenly this, unlike every other living being it's known that usually tries to run away from it as it tries to crush them, you're running towards them. And its eyes widen as it just sees this as you walking in, and then just running your swords through it several times over, just laughing like a maniac, just going. I'm not going to keep laughing because I'm waking my dog up.
Yeah, I imagine it's more as woohoo!
Yeah, in your head, you're just hearing "I'm top of the world in my newfound creation. There is one in my heart that I." Meanwhile, the ogre's point of view, and it is just reduced to mincemeat, and you can see the other one is looking at you like,
Ogre Jam.
To action surge or not to action surge?
Your choice.
I'll save it.
Given the fact that I can apparently one round to these guys, I'm not too worried.
Only because you hasted.
Yeah, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To be fair, I've got at least 2 more hastes in me, so and then I've got any if need be, I've got any spell slots I can
Okay.
any my sorcery points into as well.
Okay, so Route 2 is after seeing that, trying to see you he's gonna try and avenge his little friend and try and hit you. You're also natural 2. So he's swing. So yeah, he's gonna try and smash his chain towards you, and you just because of your hasted senses, you notice it and just do a little side step to the side, and then just kind of start leaning on it. It's a way of taunting it.
Here.
Oh, come on. You don't know anything, do you?
Keep in mind, this ogre was the guy who managed to swat away the fairy fire. Nor, your turn.
Alright. I'm
You
gonna
are
peek
hidden,
out
so
from
you get
behind.
advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek out from behind, and you already know the deal here. Pew pew. Oh, natural 20.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Right.
Haste really puts us on
For
another
the-
level,
the
doesn't
eight-
it?
The 8d6. Here we go. 34.
God.
Fuck. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Quarrels of Quadruin any percent speed.
You see, the optimal strategy is to max out Nor and Gadron, and then constantly just use haste with Kai.
And Larry, and if necessary, have Larry cast Fairy Fire on occasion.
Yeah. Or heal in case you're not too sure about the damage rolls. It's like a
Alright,
Pokemon speed run.
Is it still standing?
Yes!
I fire again.
Oh god, you're hasted.
Alright. And 22.
That hits. I will
Alright,
say
and
right
I
now,
don't-
these guys have terrible AC.
Alright, and I assume that, if I'm not mistaken, I only get that thing once per turn here.
Sneak attack, yeah.
Yeah, so it's only gonna be
You chose the right time to use it.
1d6 plus 4. That's a max damage, that's a 10.
That's a 10. Okay.
10.
Damn.
10. Yeah. No, you just knocked its nose off at that point. Just
Seeing that it's still standing, I'm just gonna duck
Can
again.
I hide again?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll for stealth.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, this time it sees you.
Yeah, I think
Its
the nose
nose is
was what
coming
was
from the
holding
cat.
it back its perception.
Yeah.
I think now it's just mad.
Yeah. Will it have time to stay mad? I have my serious doubts. Kai, your turn.
Okay, I don't really want to waste another spell slot here.
Well, sure, they got cantrips, right?
Yeah, let me take a look at what I've got.
You're going to Bold Earth.
Okay, well, it's a pretty bad cantrip, but I'm going to go ahead and try to hit this thing with an acid splash.
Oh, okay.
That one doesn't get much time to shine because the other spells exist.
Usually nothing
Yeah,
survives
because
long enough.
Chaos Bolt and Fireball.
And any
Yeah,
acid that we
okay.
usually see is courtesy of
That's a nat 20.
Oh. You guys are just tearing apart.
Oh well, I'm not going to expend a dice on this.
Yeah, no. Can you even do that on cantrips?
I think so.
Yeah, it does get a little bothered by it, but not enough to really. Although it is still very. Now where the nose was knocked off, now it's going green and bubbling. So he's just holding his nose like.
Yeah, it'll probably just be a really straightforward gesture as well, just kind of a like flick of my arm, and suddenly it's covered in acid.
Yeah.
Have you rolled for the for the wild magic yet?
That it doesn't happen on
doesn't work with
cantrips.
cantrips. No.
Yeah.
Ah, that's why you can use lightning so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, he would have exploded about 5 times already.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you guys need a light? I'll get you a light." Okay,
it's a shame that can't happen, just because that would be so funny if it did happen.
It'd be a little too. It'd be a little unbalanced if that were the case, though.
Yeah, that is true.
Otherwise, you just keep using cantrips until something amazing happens.
Hey, I've wanted to do that with my spells, but you said no.
Well, more accurately, Nor said no.
Yeah.
No,
The voice of reason that you know.
I'm pretty sure Tom said no as well.
Unfortunately, that's gonna miss, just barely.
All right, Naya, you're muted if that unless that was intentional.
I am. Yeah, no, that was not.
Yeah, you miss.
Yes, it's acid arrow, so I still do 2d.
That's right.
2d4, 2d2, 2d.
2d4.
There's no such thing as
2d4. Yeah.
2d2. That's a coin. What? That's my
Yeah,
code.
now it's just fading away more. You're starting to see bone appear in his upper arm, and it's barely able to lift its.
I'm gonna get Frey to do a melee attack, which is 1d4. Oh no,
right.
yeah, 1d20.
Do you add your proficiency at all?
Plus, yes, which is 4, I think.
That hits.
Okay. 1d4 plus 6. 10.
How does Frey want to do this?
I feel like the ogre kind of roars relatively angrily, but somewhat no, yeah, I don't know, but the main point here is that Frey runs up, just nips him, and he just dies.
Just like
so the ogre turns towards the door where all his attacks are coming from and just gives a giant as Frey walks through and manages to pierce just the right area and just deep enough so that his throat has been completely punctured. The air can no longer go through it properly, as blood is spilling out slowly but surely. And as the ogre tries to claw at it, he accidentally keeps making it go wider and wider as more and more blood goes out. And he's still just struggling more and more until eventually he falls.
I'm so proud. Nice. Okay.
Frey got a kill. I'm happy.
I'm gonna grab him in and give him a little pat. That was.
You committed your first murder.
I was literally about to say that almost word for word. I'm so proud.
Meanwhile, in Kai's head, why can't Barnaby do that?
Barnaby can't fly and is not as stealthy. Give him a break.
Yeah, exactly. Useless.
That's exactly the problem.
Oh dear. Yeah, Gadget's
absolutely useless.
Gadget flicks his swords clean, resheaths his swords, and then just sort of in the blink of an eye is back over by the fainted scientist. What should we do with him?
Probably wake him up, I guess.
He is awake. He's just staring at you guys, and he's just
I thought, yeah.
No, he was shaking under the table.
Well, he said he fainted when I yanked the door open.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah. So he wakes up, sees you guys covered in blood, and he's just like, "Wait, did you guys?"
Yep. You really got to get better cards.
He faints again.
This is
And speaking of which, Kai, haste is concentration, right?
it is.
Okay, are you still holding it up?
Probably drop it now.
And right as he faints, Gadrin and Nor.
Also faint.
They don't faint, but they do kind of fall to their knees.
Yeah.
Slump.
Oh yeah, sorry. I need to start warning you guys about that.
Yeah, a warning would be nice.
Gadrin, you barely
case-
even realize it's a spell. It's just, you just thought it was just a massive adrenaline rush.
You just barely registered that yeah, this is Kai's doing.
Gadron, please. Please just stop charging into rooms.
But we're not dead.
In any case, I'm not going to be expending another powerful spell on approximately 12 seconds of combat.
Okay. Well, I guess. Yeah, just give us a moment to rest, and then we can get back going.
Of course.
I got
Alright.
2 more rounds in me.
Well, actually, you have 1 round not in you, and then the rest of them are in you.
So after a short rest, or the little catching our breath here.
I won't register this as a short rest.
Yeah, I was just saying, just the.
None of you
catching
lost any
breath.
health. Did you guys lose? There was like 1 spell slot or 2 spent, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
I will also point out that it is 1 a.m. for me at night right now, so
Yeah, it is
might
2
be
a.m.
a
for me.
point to end.
It is
Yeah.
2 a.m. for me. This is the one of the longest lasting sessions we've had.
Yeah,
Do we
I
not
think
even
the-
start fit-
We're
do
not
we
even done with the dungeon yet.
We've only cleared 2 rooms.
I think
Paranoia.
There were more that you've missed, but frankly, after this whole the very first one, you literally spent the average length of time most rooms spent exploring just arguing about the door.
But yeah, there has been sessions that lasted longer than this. I remember the one where we encountered Corn Lord Man and killed him was
Was this when Protavros was in the party?
yes.
Ah.
This was where the Kai tank meme originated.
Oh yeah, that did last a while.
That one lasted until like 2
I think,
remember.
yeah, but then again, I think that's because that one also started earlier.
Oh, it might have done, yeah.
I think Chase was able earlier hours. But
Yeah.
They called us mad.
They called us mad.
good session. Good session.
It was
Good
a
session.
good. That session
And
really
that-
had everything.
And that dungeon is not. Yeah, it's got some drama. It's got some mysteries. It's got some anticipation for fights. It's got a good fight.
Poverty
Sense.
and moral quandary.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just had
And it's
another
got
thought.
several minutes of door arguments.
And it's got even
I
more
just-
reasons for Nor to drink.
I just had another thought. What
What?
if, like, we find another mimic door, but we're just so powerful by then that we just kill it in one hit, and we're just like, what? This is what you were scared of?
Yeah. Or maybe Gadra just
I mean,
Gadra just the mimic tries to eat Gadra arm and he just treats it like he does every other lock store he's come across.
He throws it back, and then it suddenly becomes the party or the people in the back's problem.
He just opens it anyway.
He never even realizes it's a mimic. I mean,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Cool. Yeah, he just
Gedron
throws on
doesn't
and moves
open
on.
doors so
Mean-
much.
Meanwhile, in the background, you hear Nora like, "Get off! Get 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 off!"
I think one of my favorite quotes from this session was Gatron's just like, I opened the door, it's locked. I opened the door.
It was
Yeah.
okay. I opened the door. It was just the okay, just like, yes, I know, I don't care.
It's locked, and I'm Gadron.
It's logged, correct. What of it?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. What's your point?
That was what I should have said was, did I stutter? This campaign's gonna be the
Hold
death
on.
of me, and I love it.
It's already killing me. My God.
Hold on a second. I might actually have the perfect thing for the door.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I'm looking forward to this.
Might take a moment to find it here.
That's fine. Take all the time you need.
How many d6 would the ogres have done if they had actually hit?
Well, it would have just done a 2d8 plus 4, but you would have also had to make a DC 14 con save. On a failure, you would have been knocked unconscious for a minute.
So that's why they only attack once.
Yeah, that is something that can recharge. Yeah, they don't get multi-attack, it's just that they're big hitters. And they also have a sweep where they can deal damage to multiple people. Where if they... everyone surrounding it would have to make a dex save or be knocked prone, as well as take damage. But they never got the chance to do that. Because the only person that was ever near them was you, Gadger, and then you didn't give that guy a single chance.
Yeah, that.
You dodged an attack, and then tore it to shreds.
Yep. I just have this picture in my head of.
Nice one, Kurt. Nice one, George.
Yeah, the image that comes to mind is the people at the Apophis project. We need a bodyguard like Gadget. We have bodyguards like Gadget. They're bodyguards like Gadget.
You have Gadget at home.
No double digit mental stats. They only attack once and they die to a single round of combat.
Because they have like 70 HP. The one you attacked, it had more HP, but then it, after being hit by a sneak attack from Nor, and then just being ripped apart by you.
The encounter wasn't unbalanced. The party is unbalanced.
Yeah, I mean, for God's sake, like they have an AC of 11. Gadget literally couldn't not hit them, except with a natural 1, and only because of like I home rule that ones automatically miss.
Yeah, I think that's an actual rule in combat. I think
Possibly, but still,
it's
like,
just not with normal ability checks.
He had only a 5% chance of missing. He had 95 accuracy.
Which, to be fair, for Pokemon, that would actually be pretty bad.
I was gonna say.
Unfortunately, as a Pokemon.
I'm gonna head off.
Okay, good night.
So this is honestly what this is what I expected when I had Nor blocking Gadron from opening the door. This is kind of what I expected to go down.
What about him? Oh, God.
Nor is currently in front of the door. Yes, he is.
Bad choice on his part.
Reminds me of, have you guys seen Doctor Who? Just like
I've seen it a while.
it just reminds me of like one scene from there where it's just like, I'm in my dressing gown. Yes, you are. There's a strange man in my house. Yes, there is.
Oh dear. This was a fun session.
Yeah, it was a very fun session.